right in co-office, defending you like it's nuttin', baby. No, sorry. I don't need a vegetable dicer. I'm sure that... that silly slogan Maya came up with must be what's making businesses slow. I should really have it revised. Scratch that. I need to have it revised. What a ridiculous slogan. Who are we trying to attract, grade school students? I guess it is a good sign, though. The less people are in need of an attorney, the less problems there are in the world. Unfortunately, sunshine and smiles don't pay the bills. Guess I can at least call it in early tonight. Ugh! What's going on? I can't move my body! Wait, is my hand fading away? Getting dizzy. Am I dying?
Hey, who the heck are you?
Whose voice is that?
For that matter, what the heck are you?
What am I? What kind of question is that? Does she mean my profession?
I wanted the best defense attorney in Equestria, not some porcupine thing.
Does my hair really look like a porcupine? My muscles are coming too. I think I can open my eyes. Huh? Where am I?
Hey, you're a human, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a human. Wait, what?
A human in Equestria, that's amazing!
You're a talking horse!
Excuse me, I am not a horse. I happen to be a pony.
Oh, okay, a talking pony! That explains everything! I must be in a dream. A really, really bad dream.
I'm pretty sure you're not, but let's conduct an experiment.
Ow! What was that for?
You acknowledged pain. Therefore, that definitely means you aren't dreaming.
This thing has a really sick sense of humor.
Wait, are you a defense attorney?
Of course I am! Why am I talking to it?
Oh, oops. My mistake.
What do you mean, oops?
I performed a spell to summon the greatest defense attorney in Equestria.
What's Equestria?
The name of this country.
But I'm not from this country!
I must have left out the Equestria part when I cast the spell. I guess I accidentally called upon the greatest defense attorney, period. Go figure, huh?
Oh, Cosmos, you flatter me. Well, can you please send me back? Like, right now?
Sure thing. Actually, this is perfect.
Oh, please don't tell me this is going where I think it is.
You see, I'm in need of a really good defense attorney.
And it does go where I think it is.
And you just happen to be here.
Actually, you kidnapped me with your freaky spell, remember? Going where I think
setback.
Minor?
Yes, but would you be willing to represent my friend?
Honestly, I'm still shocked I'm in the library talking to a purple I mean, pony. Can you just send me back home, please? And get someone else to do it?
Look, I really need help. My friend's life is at stake here.
Let me just get my head together. This is a little too much for me. First off, who are you and where am I?
My name is Twilight Sparkle. I'm a disciple of Princess Celestia, the monarch of this land. I'm chronicling the magic of friendship for her, and you're in the town of Ponyville.
Celestia? Magic of friendship? Ponyville? Wait a minute. Are you saying there's more talking ponies?
Mm-hmm. Almost all of Ponyville's inhabitants are ponies.
Oh, joy, this keeps getting better and better.
Hey, I know. Be right back.
Whoa! Is she moving books around with that horn?
Found it. Here you go. You're new here, so you can read this, detailed encyclopedia of the different ponies in Equestria.
Wait, this says it's for early ages on the cover. This is a children's book!
Well, you see, this stuff is kind of common knowledge around here.
You call this detailed? I read the whole book cover to back in 10 seconds flat.
Oh.
Hey, I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. Should I have said pony there, I wonder?
No, it's not that. It's my friend. I know she's not guilty, but she's going to be punished for a crime she didn't commit.
What kind of crime is she being accused of?
Murder.
Surprise, surprise.
Murder never happens in Ponyville, or Equestria for that matter. So the punishment is very severe.
What is the punishment?
Banishment.
Well, that isn't so bad compared
To
to...
the moon, or even the sun. I've convinced the princess to go easy on her, but she will have no choice if the verdict ends up being guilty.
And forget what I just said. Sheesh. Being sent to the sun is going easy on someone? Remind me never to do anything bad in this place. So, Twilight, do you know any details about the crime?
Not much. All I know was my friend was near the scene of the crime when the murder took place. That is why she's the prime suspect.
Where is she right now?
In the Ponyville Detention Center.
Have you spoken with her since?
I would, but the guards won't let me in.
They won't let you in. Why not?
I can only get in there with a defense attorney, which is why I was trying to call one.
Okay then. Since I'm a defense attorney, let's go to this detention center.
Really? So you'll take the case?
Hey, I haven't decided that yet. I just thought the least I could do is help you get in and speak with your friend.
Thank you for your kindness, Phoenix Wright.
How did you know my name? I haven't introduced myself yet.
Oh, I did, a quick identification spell.
Identification spell?
Yeah, an identification spell. Anyway, let me prepare a few things, then we can go to the detention center.
After I get her inside with her friend, I'll let her off easy and make her send me back home. There's no way I'm taking a case this weird. Ugh, I've never felt like such a minority in my life.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
All those ponies were gawking at me the whole way here.
Mr. Wright, humans have almost never been seen in all of Equestria. In fact, you may be the first one in Ponyville. You should be honored.
Honored? Strolling around a town infested with candy-colored equines? Yeah, maybe I'd feel honored if I was, I don't know, a 5-year-old girl. So, how did you know I was a human?
I read a lot. I've read almost every book in my library 5 times over, and I'm familiar with a lot of different species. Chimeras, trolls, basilisks, goblins, etc., etc.
She's read every book in that gigantic library 5 times?
Anyway, we're here, Phoenix.
Halt! Only a lawyer can enter the detention center.
Well, go on.
Hi guys, I'm a lawyer.
Identification.
Ah, right here. Never leave home without it.
What is that?
Is that a toy? You look a little old to be playing with toys.
Next time I'm leaving it at home.
You cannot pass without valid equestrian identification.
But I don't have any.
Then beat it, Spiky.
Twilight, they're not letting me in.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Wright, I was supposed to give you this. The princess ordered me to give you this earlier today. A permit to defend in Equestria.
I see. Wait, I thought you accidentally brought me here. How could your princess have had that prepared for me?
What I meant was I had my assistant Spike prepare it before we left.
Spike? I didn't see anyone else in that library.
He was sleeping. It's late, as you can see. I had to wake him up and have him prepare it. That's why it took a little while to leave. I'll properly introduce you to him later.
You prepared a permit in 20 minutes? I find that a little fishy.
Save the questions for my friend. Just take the badge.
This isn't helping me accept your request, you know. Heart. I feel my masculinity. Going, gone.
Come on, hurry up. Visiting hours are almost over.
Alright, no need to shove me. Okay, guys, here it is. This is so degrading.
Permission granted. You may enter.
Whew. Alrighty. Come on, Twilight, you can go speak with your friend now.
Sorry, Phoenix.
Sorry? About what?
I'm not allowed in. Only attorneys are allowed to speak with suspects.
But you said...
I know I said I'd talk to her, but it'd be better if you got all the details about the crime to make your judgment. Please, just hear her out. If you don't want to do it after that, I'll send you back where you came from.
But I... Should I really be doing this? Should I really be meddling in some other world's affair? Maybe I should at least hear what all this fuss is about. Fine.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright.
Okay, so where's Twilight's friend?
Hey!
What did I do?
I don't think they allow animals in here. You should get out before they toss you in here, too.
Look, I'm not an animal. I'm a human being.
Oh, I didn't mean you. I meant that thing on your head.
If someone makes fun of my hair one more time...
So I'm guessing you're my lawyer, huh?
Yes, Twilight Sparkleson. Wait, no! I haven't agreed to anything yet!
Jeez, Twilight knows how to pick 'em. What are you doing here, then?
I just want information regarding the crime you're being accused of. Let's start off with your name.
I'm Rainbow Dash, best flyer in Ponyville, soon to be a household name in all of Equestria. Line up for my autograph starts over there.
Twilight Sparkle, Rainbow Dash. Is it me or are their names starting to sound like flavors of ice cream? I'm Phoenix Wright, best attorney in the universe, apparently.
Phoenix? Sweet name. But it could sound cooler.
Cooler?
I think I'll call you Nix. That sounds cool.
Another strange name I can add to my nickname checklist. So you're an Earth Pony, correct?
What the hey are you talking about? I'm not an Earth Pony, I'm a Pegasus!
Never mind that. Why are you in here anyway? It's kind of sad I couldn't get down a book with 12 words.
Well, I guess I can tell you all I know. Last night, a Pegasus named Acewif was killed in the Everfree Forest.
Do you know anything about him?
Sure do! He was a hotshot racer expected to win the Equestrian 500!
Equestrian 500.
A grueling race for Pegasi. And during a 500-mile journey around Equestria, he was the top pick to win the whole thing. Don't worry, though.
Don't worry. About what?
I still would have won even if you were still alive! Ha!
Let me guess. You were planning on entering that race as well.
Of course! The winner gets special lessons from the Wonderbolts.
Who are the Wonderbolts?
You don't know who the Wonderbolts are? You living under a rock or something?
Hey, I'm new here. Cut me some slack.
The Wonderbolts are only the most coolest ponies in all of Equestria. They are the princess's personal aerial acrobatic team. The stunts they pull are 9 degrees of cool. See, I've been trying to get in their team forever, and the Equestrian 500 is my ticket to show off my slick moves to them. I'd do anything to get that chance.
Thank you for effectively establishing a motive for yourself, Miss Dash. This helps your case so much. So how did this guy die?
Pony.
What?
How did this pony die, is what you mean, Nix.
Well, excuse me. I didn't take hooked on Ponix. The point is, how did he die?
How should I know? I didn't do it.
Then why did they take you in?
I just happened to be flying near the Everfree Forest that night. Then those chuckleheads burst in my house and brought me in here saying I did it. They even said they had lots of fruit, but I would never do that to another pony.
They just took you in like that?
They said they're going to banish me.
So I heard.
Everyone thinks I did it. Everyone. The Wonderbolts probably hate me. But you believe me, right?
Well, I guess. But not everyone thinks you did it.
Huh?
Your friend Twilight seems to have faith in you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in this mess.
You're right, I guess. Twilight's a real pal. What do you mean by mess, anyway?
You see, as you could probably already guess, I'm not from Equestria. Your purple friend pulled me out of my world because she accidentally called the greatest defense attorney. And that just so happened to be me.
Awesome! It's only fitting. The best Pegasus ever gets the best lawyer ever. You were destined to defend me.
This one's ego is larger than Detective Gumshoe's appetite for instant noodles.
Nix, as much as I hate asking for help, can you please be my attorney?
I feel kind of sorry for her. She sounds like she's telling the truth, and I want to say yes. But should I? Well... Oh, wait a minute! I believe her, but I'd better make sure.
Is that a toy? You look a little too old to be playing with toys, Nix.
Look, Rainbow Dash, I'm gonna ask you this, and I want you to tell me the absolute 100% truth. Did you have anything to do with the death of Ace Swift?
I told you, I didn't kill any pony! Huh?
Nothing. It's certain that she really didn't do it. Okay, Rainbow Dash.
What? Why did you go all silent there?
I've decided to take your case. I trust you.
Yes! All right! I knew you can do it, Nix!
I suppose the first thing I should do is investigate the scene of the crime for some evidence to prove your innocence. Where was it again?
A clearing in the Everfree Forest.
Everfree Forest?
Yeah, it's about 15 minutes from Fluttershy's house.
Fluttershy, huh? Probably another pony.
Well, good luck, Nix. You may look a little strange, but you're okay in my book.
I look a little strange? Coming from the Roy G. Biff pony with wings, you look strange even by Ponyville standards. Oh, right. There was one more question I wanted to ask you.
Shoot!
What were you doing near the crime scene anyway? Well?
I was practicing for the Equestrian 500. Yup, that's what I was doing, practicing for the big race.
Cyclops, you're a bad liar. Even without this thing, I can tell you're hiding something from me. Look, Rainbow Dash, if I'm going to defend you, you're going to need to be honest with me.
I told you 1,000 times already. I didn't do it.
I'm not saying you did it. I'm just wondering what you were doing near the scene of the crime.
Well... Oh, looks like visiting hours are over. Catch you later, Nix.
Hey, no they aren't! There's still 5 minutes left! She's gone. Oh well, I probably need more information to pursue that any further anyway. As long as she didn't do it, that's all I need to know for now.
Phoenix, how did it go?
I've decided to represent Rainbow Dash.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Wright.
She said she didn't do it, and I can't turn my back on the innocent being punished for something they didn't do.
You share a very similar trait to Rainbow Dash, Mr. Wright.
I do? Am I really that obnoxious?
No, you are very loyal. She probably may not have looked it, but Rainbow Dash is probably really scared about what is going to happen to her, so she needs all the support she can get right now.
Now that you mention it, she did seem awfully chipper for someone being the prime suspect in murder.
I can't imagine what it must be like.
I've been in that place before.
That place? What do you mean by that, Phoenix?
I've been on trial for crimes I didn't commit. I know how she probably feels.
You have?
It felt dark and lonely having nobody to turn to. Feeling as if the world was against me and nobody could help. Once when I was just a kid, my whole class accused me of stealing and we had this stupid class trial. The other time was a little more serious. I was framed for murder by someone who I thought cared for me. I learned the hard way appearances can be deceiving. But I was lucky to have friends who pulled me out of that darkness. It really touched me. It's what made me decide to become a defense attorney. A defense attorney is someone who's there for you when times are grim, showing you have someone who trusts and believes in you, that you're not alone, smiling to the very end, no matter how bad things may get.
Mr. Wright, you know, I was going to study some law and justice books and be Rainbow Dash's defense attorney myself if you declined. But I see now that there's some knowledge out there even books can't teach. It was no mistake choosing you to be Rainbow Dash's lawyer.
Chose? Didn't you bring me here by accident?
So, did you learn anything else from Rainbow Dash?
Yes, she said the crime scene was in the clearing of the Everfree Forest, near Butcherstye's house.
Butcherstye? Oh, you mean Fluttershy!
Do you know the way?
Sure do.
Let's go then.
Phoenix, we should stop here.
Why's that? Oh, this must be Flutterscotch's house. We can probably question her and see if she saw anything last night.
Her name is Fluttershy. And those were my thoughts exactly. Hey, Fluttershy. Meet Mr. Wright. He's Rainbow Dash's lawyer.
Hello there. Nice to meet you. So, Ponyville's a really nice place, huh? Talk about quiet. Certainly lives up to her name.
Oh. Okay.
What's she saying?
She's saying suits and ties intimidate her.
Trust me, they scare me too.
And, never mind.
Tell me. She can rest assured she has nothing to fear.
Well, she says she's afraid if she gets too close, that pointy beast on your head might poke her eye out.
Seriously, the hair jokes are getting old. So she isn't going to speak to me?
Sorry, she's kind of shy.
No kidding. Let's go to the crime scene then. We're not going to get any info here if she's refusing to speak with me.
The crime scene is right over here, Phoenix.
Okay. Huh?
Phoenix?
Yeah, that's my name.
Oh my, I am so sorry. I didn't know
Know what?
that you were a phoenix. I have only seen one other phoenix in my life. This is so great. You can speak.
Come again?
No wonder you look so homely and sick. Don't worry though. Soon you will be able to rise from your ashes into a beautiful bird of fire.
Did I just get insulted? But I'm not a...
Phoenix!
What?
She's speaking to you. Just go along with it.
Oh, that's right. Yep, I'm a phoenix firefly.
My name is Fluttershy, Mr. Phoenix. But you can call me whatever you want.
Yeah, right. So, Fluttershy, I take it you know about your friend Rainbow Dash.
Yes, I do. Oh, poor Rainbow Dash. She must be so scared right now.
That's why I need your help.
How can I help, Mr. Phoenix?
You live right near the crime scene. Did you see anything suspicious last night?
Why, yes, I did.
That's great! Tell me everything you know.
Well, I saw... Oops. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Phoenix. The other ponies told me not to say a word to anyone about last night until I was on the stand. Whatever that means.
Wait a minute, you're a witness?
I don't even know what that is, Mr. Phoenix.
You sure your name's not Flutter Naive? It's okay. It'll be our little secret. Just tell me what you saw.
Come on, Fluttershy. We need to know.
I'm sorry, Twilight, but I don't want those ponies to be mad at me.
Why can this never be easy? So what is it that you do, Fluttershy?
I take care of my little animal friends, of course.
So you're good with animals, huh? I don't find that surprising, since she is, well, an animal herself.
Why, yes. I can introduce you to them if you want.
That's alright. We're kind of busy.
Oh my, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bother you.
It's alright. No need to apologize.
We have to get going, Fluttershy. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye, Twilight. Bye, Mr. Phoenix.
At least I got her trust. It'll be a little easier inevitably cross-examining her when we're in court. Speaking of that, when is the trial anyway?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning?! As in tomorrow?
Yep, tomorrow.
So I only have a few hours to gather evidence and present a case? Phoenix, what have you gotten yourself into?
Oh my gosh, I totally lost track of time. I've been trying to get a suitable lawyer all day long. I was just going to give up after you.
Give up after me? You mean I'm not the only lawyer you've spoken with today?
That is correct. They all declined, though, as soon as murder was brought up.
Don't worry. Murder cases aren't anything new to me. I have a lot of experience with them. Rainbow Dash couldn't be in any better hands.
Thank you again for accepting this, Phoenix. But we better hurry to the crime scene, though.
Right.
Welcome to the Everfree Forest, Mr. Wright.
Kinda spooky.
There are many deadly creatures in the Everfree Forest. Every pony tends to avoid entering here because of that.
Deadly creatures? Ah! Something just touched my hand!
That was just my tail. Don't worry, Phoenix. We aren't that deep. Most of the menacing things live further in.
Okay. Come on. Don't be such a chicken, Phoenix. Look, there's a clearing. This must be it.
Hard to believe some pony died here.
Aren't there any crime scene investigators?
They're probably all finished up.
Bonus for me, I guess. Let's get down to work then. But there's one little problem. It's way too dark here. I can hardly see anything, and I don't have a flashlight.
Let me take care of that.
It's that horn again. It's lighting up like a candle. That must be really handy. Good work, Twilight.
Alright, let's find some clues.
She seems really eager to start this up. Hey, look at this.
Why is there tape all over the grass?
If it's anything like my world, this is probably where they found Ace Swift's body.
Ugh, I think I'm going to be sick.
And all that eagerness seemed to go away in one fell swoop.
Wait, the victim was Ace Swift?
That's what Rainbow Dash told me.
Ace Swift.
It's strange, though. There's no blood at all. Ponies can bleed, right?
Of course they can.
It's just really strange there's a murder, but not a drop of blood in sight.
This grass is odd, too. It's all black.
You're right. It's all charred and burnt like there was a small fire around the body.
Steel Samurai? That sure is an interesting looking camera, Phoenix.
It's not mine. It belongs to a friend. Hey, maybe I should tell Twilight about the Steel Samurai. Amazing how a kids show got so popular outside of the targeted demographic.
Hey, look there. That thing on the ground next to where the body was.
It's a... What the heck is this thing?
I don't have any idea.
Whatever it was, it's totally burnt to a crisp.
Just like the grass.
This may be important evidence. Let's look at that dirt landscape over there.
Sure thing.
What's this?
There's an imprint of something in the dirt. Something long.
That isn't what I find odd.
What do you mean?
Look next to it. Someone obviously disturbed the dirt here.
Now that you mention it, this doesn't look natural at all. It looks like some pony was kicking the dirt around in this area.
See anything else that looks suspicious?
Look at that tree, way over there at the other end of the crime scene.
It's knocked down.
But look at the trunk. It suffers from the same burning as the grass and that object.
Can ponies breathe fire or something?
No, Phoenix. Dragons do that, not ponies.
Maybe a dragon really did do all this.
That isn't possible. Spike is the only dragon in Ponyville, and he was with me all night.
Spike? That's your assistant you told me about. Wait, he's a dragon? There really are dragons here?
Why, yes.
You said you wanted to introduce me to him. It's quite alright. You don't need to. He's probably a really nice guy.
Don't be so shy. Spike loves company.
I really hope there isn't a double meaning to that.
Oh, Phoenix, look on that branch there, on that tree behind the fallen one.
There's something stuck on it. I'll climb up and get it.
No need, Mr. Wright.
Or you could just float it down. It's a brown feather. Well, that was pointless. Probably from a bird.
No, it can't be. No bird in Ponyville is this big.
I know. Maybe it's the victim's. He was a Pegasus, right? Maybe it's from his wings.
Nope, this feather doesn't belong to a pony either. Too big.
Then we should keep it. How do you do that, Twilight?
Do what, Phoenix?
I've seen you levitating things with that horn of yours. Not to mention you're lighting this whole area with it this very moment.
It's magic. Levitation and illumination. Two of the basic spells a unicorn can learn. Why do you ask? Is there no magic in your world?
No, there isn't. But actually, you could say there is.
Please do tell. You see, magic is sort of my bread and butter. I want to learn everything there is to know about it.
Well, I've been able to speak to the dead via spirit channeling. That could be considered magic, I guess.
Spirit channeling?
It's when the spirit of someone who's departed possesses the body of the living. I've used it to keep in touch with someone very dear to me.
Oh, I get it. Hey, Phoenix, can't you do it right now? We can get Ace Swift in your body and ask who killed him.
Sorry, I forgot to mention. You have to be a high-level spirit medium in order to perform the channeling technique. My friend is the one who normally does it.
I see. Thanks for the information, though. I'll definitely look into it more.
No decisive evidence yet. We still don't even know how this guy died. Hey, Twilight, do you know anything about him?
I know a bit of information about him.
Alright, anything helps.
Well, Ace was an athlete who got extremely popular around Equestria by winning every event he's ever competed in.
He won every single event he's competed in?
Yeah, he was that good. But with this streak of success, he gained a few skeptics, thinking that all his victories were a result of cheating and other dubious methods.
I'd probably think the same if I saw someone winning at everything they do.
He was supposed to be competing in the Equestrian 500 and was the racer expected most likely to win.
Rainbow Dash told me about that too. Unfortunately, it sets up a motive for her.
What do you mean?
Rainbow Dash said she was planning on flying in that race as well, and she seemed really, well, determined on winning it.
Yes, I remember her going around Ponyville, bantering how she was going to be the one to take the gold.
If she were to rub out the guy most likely to win, she would have more of a chance of winning the whole thing herself.
But she wouldn't do that!
Yes, I know. But we're gonna have to prove otherwise to those who probably suspect that in court tomorrow.
Sorry, I guess you're right.
Can't say I'm really satisfied with the evidence we gathered. But this looks like all we're gonna find here for now.
The ponies investigating the crime scene must have taken all the important stuff.
I'm sure we'll see it presented in tomorrow's trial in one form or another. In any case, we should get some rest.
What? No studying or anything?
Don't worry, I do it all the time. If I just keep my eyes set on the truth, everything will be fine.
I hope you really are the best defense attorney, Mr. Wright.
We have a big day ahead of us tomorrow.
You can sleep at my house. I have an extra bed for you.
I still feel like I shouldn't be taking this case. I'm an outsider meddling in something that doesn't even concern me at all. But at the same time, I can't turn my back on someone who's being accused for a crime they didn't commit. That just goes against everything I stand for. This whole thing is still really weird. Talking ponies and all. But I said I would defend Rainbow Dash, and that's what I'm going to do. I need to bring my A game tomorrow. Even with little evidence, I'll find the truth and get Rainbow Dash acquitted of this murder.
No matter how far you run, no matter how long you hide, the finger of justice will never lose sight of you.
Coffee. Need coffee.
I told you, Phoenix, we didn't have any.
That bed was way too small. I hardly got any sleep last night.
It wasn't designed for someone as tall as you.
And I'm starving.
Spike and I offered you breakfast, but you wouldn't eat it.
Sorry, but I don't eat hay.
Stop whining!
I'm not whining, I'm complaining! Sorry, Twilight. I'm just a bit nervous. I feel like such a rookie right now. I'm gonna be the only human being in that courtroom.
I'm sorry, too. The feeling's mutual.
Hey!
Ah! Can't you just say hello instead of blurting out hey like that?
What's wrong with you two? I should be the one that's jumpy right now.
Oh. That's right.
So, did you find any super awesome proof to clear my good name last night?
I wouldn't exactly call it super awesome, but we did get a tip-off who will be testifying as a witness today, so we got that on our side.
And who would that be?
Fluttershy.
What? Why is she testifying against me? She better not say anything dumb.
Calm down, Rainbow Dash. Fluttershy wouldn't do that.
Twilight, do you know what the prosecutor's like?
The prosecutor? I forgot to look into that.
Speaking of prosecutors, I wonder what Edgeworth would do if he were in my shoes right now.
This is just like that one episode of The Steel Samurai when he meets the pink princess.
Doctor, I'd like the part of my brain responsible for that image lobotomized, please.
Does it really matter what the prosecutor is like?
Save a few. Most of the prosecutors in my world are always stuck up, smug, and arrogant.
Don't worry. I don't think there's any pony in Equestria like that. Oh, no.
We meet again, Twilight Sparkle.
Friend of yours? What's with the get-up?
The great and powerful Trixie is no friend of Twilight Sparkle.
What are you doing here, Trixie?
Come one, come all, the great and powerful Trixie will be displaying her prodigious and cunning prowess as a prosecutor in the courtroom today.
You're the prosecutor?
Trixie is a mare of many talents. Does it really come as a surprise? As soon as Trixie caught wind of one of your pathetic little friends performing such a heinous act, Trixie jumped all over the opportunity to humiliate them as you humiliated Trixie.
Who are you calling pathetic?
Oh, are you mad? Don't worry, the great and powerful Trixie hears that you're going to be having a nice long vacation on Sun. That should get your mind off of things. Ha ha! Bon voyage!
Why, you?
Rainbow Dash, don't let her rile you up. It could look bad for us.
And what in Celestia's name are you supposed to be?
Me? I'm Rainbow's defense attorney, Phoenix Wright.
What? You? This should be easy if Trixie's opponent is to be this hairless ape. From what Trixie has gathered, you are only here because Twilight's screw-up botched a spell. Ha! Trixie would never settle for a wretched-looking creature such as yourself for a defense attorney, nor would Trixie blunder such a simple summoning spell in the first place.
Actually, Rainbow Dash, forget what I said. Go for it. Make it hurt.
Gladly.
Phoenix! Rainbow Dash! Stop it! Trixie, I didn't mean to humiliate you. Please don't take this out on my friends.
It's too late for that. Now, if you will excuse Trixie, she must prepare for her grand debut as an extravagant and benevolent prosecutor.
Phoenix, you know what you said about prosecutors being stuck-up, smug, and arrogant?
Yes?
I guess we have those here in Equestria as well.
Who was that?
She's a traveling performer named Trixie.
I kinda got her name down a long time ago. She only said it about a dozen times.
Actually, she only said it 12 times, not a dozen.
Rainbow Dash, a dozen is 12.
Oh, I didn't know that. It would have been easier if you just said 12.
Anyway, how do you know that prosecutor, Twilight?
I didn't know her as a prosecutor. I don't even know when that happened. She came to Ponyville a while ago, showing off her magical talents.
Magical talents? Like magic tricks? She kinda looked like a magician judging by the attire.
Yes, like me, she's a unicorn, and she had a habit for running her mouth about her magical abilities, claiming she was the most magically gifted unicorn in Equestria.
Running her mouth is kind of an understatement. She seemed to have some sort of grudge against you. What happened?
How should I put this? I...
Twilight totally showed up that snot by fixing up a mess she caused.
well, yeah.
Trixie is just jealous because Twilight's better with magic.
The mighty don't flaunt their power. The sly eagle hides its claws.
Phoenix, I'm impressed. I didn't know you were into proverbs.
What can I say? I should really tell her I just stole that one from a video game.
So, Nix, you think you can beat that stuck-up braggart?
Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. You didn't do it, right? I'm sure things will turn out fine.
This isn't Mr. Wright's first murder trial, Rainbow. He's a professional. If anyone can get you out of this, he can. No substitute for experience.
Right.
There's something bothering me, though, Twilight.
What is it, Phoenix? Not getting cold feet, are you?
No. It's just that this courthouse looks exactly like the one in my world.
Well, of course it does. It was inspired from human architecture.
Why would it be inspired off human architecture? Seems a little unnecessary if you ask me.
Humans have a commendable sense of justice. The way you humans uphold the law is what must have inspired the designers of this courthouse. Our criminal justice system also resembles yours as well, from what I've read, so you should feel right at home.
I just hope justice swings in our favor today.
Do you really think the evidence we found will be enough?
I hope so.
Hey, what's this thing? I don't remember us finding this yesterday.
Hey, that's the toy you were playing with yesterday, Nix.
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's mine. Must have got mixed up in the evidence we found. And it's not a toy!
Whatever you say.
Can you hand that over here, Twilight? I should really keep a better eye on it. Maya will kill me if I lose it.
Sure, here you go.
Huh? What the?
Whoa! Are you two okay?
Phoenix, what was that?
I don't know. It's never done that before.
You still haven't told me what that thing is yet. The light it just emitted, it felt mystical.
It allows me to... Should I really tell her what it does? It would be awkward if I told her I can see deep secrets people are hiding.
It allows you to what?
It allows me to have good luck. It's a good luck charm.
You say good luck charm, I say toy.
Don't forget who's defending you, Skittles.
Here's your charm. I guess we need all the good luck we can get today.
Right. That was odd. It flashing like that when Twilight picked it up? It looks fine. I hope it still works.
Are you okay? You look a little worried.
It's nothing.
The defense and its co-counsel are to make their way to the courtroom.
Okay, Phoenix. The trial is about to start. Do your best.
Forget about the Magatama. I have bigger problems right now. Even with what little time I had to prepare, I've got to try my best for their sake.
Court is now in session. Are both sides ready?
The great and powerful Trixie was born ready.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Your Honor!
Mr. Wright! Fancy meeting you here!
You know him, Phoenix? That's great!
But I thought... What's going on here?
Last night while you were in bed, the princess contacted me about complications.
Complications?
Originally, Princess Celestia was going to preside as the judge, but the High Council members were concerned that her verdict might be biased.
But what's he doing here?
I thought, since we have a human defense attorney, I'd get a human judge as well. So I summoned the greatest human judge, and he's a really nice guy. He took the whole thing a lot better than you did. I would have told you that I summoned him, but I didn't want to wake you.
You're kidding me. Are you sure you didn't summon the ficklest judge ever, Twilight? Oh well, as weird as this is, he seems to always give fair verdicts. I shouldn't be complaining. But isn't this princess the ruler of your country? Can't you just say, too bad I'm doing it anyway?
Princess Celestia is our all-powerful ruler, yes, but every political decision must go by the High Council first. They represent the best interests of the citizens of Equestria. Naturally, this case went by them, and they wouldn't allow the princess to preside as the judge.
That's democracy for you.
Aren't these ponies just remarkable, Mr. Wright? They've shown me nothing but a good time.
All they've done for me is make fun of my hair.
Enough with this idle chit-chat. Trixie has a trial to win.
Oh, that's correct. We have a trial underway. We'll have to catch up later, Mr. Wright. I expect you are aware of the workings of Equestria.
Huh? The workings?
You see, this world operates a lot differently opposed to our world.
Twilight Sparkle here showed me a bit, but I figured it's almost like our world, just with talking ponies.
No, Mr. Wright. There are many amazing things these ponies do that are a far cry from our world.
This is why you should have studied.
Could you tell me about these differences, Your Honor?
Well, Mr. Wright, the first thing you should know is...
Objection! It's not our fault this bumbling buffoon didn't do any research. We shouldn't be holding up the trial because of his stupidity and negligence.
Hey!
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but the prosecution is right. You should have studied Equestria before jumping into this case.
I'm sorry?
I'll try to keep you informed if we encounter anything that may work differently from your world.
Alright, thank you.
The trial will now commence.
Indeed, this drabble has wasted enough of Trixie's time.
That third person thing is really getting on my nerves.
Very well. The prosecution may make her opening statement.
About time. The great and powerful Trixie would like to start off by saying the defense has no chance of winning in this zero, zilch, nada, None.
What kind of opening statement is that?
In fact, Trixie finds it insulting she is not given a proper attorney to wage battle with. Instead, she is forced to deal with this idiot.
What's your problem?
Please refrain from personal attacks on the defense, Miss Trixie. Can you please just get on with stating your case?
There has to be some rule in the prosecutor handbook to be as unpleasant as possible.
Very well. Trixie shall dazzle and enlighten you all on the events that transpired that fateful night. On June 8th, around the 20th hour, Ace Swift, a famous Pegasus athlete, was murdered in the Everfree Forest. Unfortunately, we don't know why he was in such a place, but the Ponyville police force found his body there, and with the evidence and an eyewitness account, they were able to find his killer, Rainbow Dash.
Can you please share with the court the evidence that points to Miss Dash's guilt?
Certainly.
This is it, Phoenix.
We'll finally have some light shed on what exactly happened.
Ace Swift was electrocuted and killed instantly as detailed in this autopsy report.
Electrocuted? That is a peculiar way to die.
Electrocution? But how? The crime scene was in a clearing. I saw no electronic devices or anything of that nature.
Let Trixie finish, you dunce!
Ugh.
There was also a fresh, sizable burn mark on the back of the victim's neck. Unfortunately, we couldn't find the cause of it.
A burn mark?
That wasn't the cause of death, though. It was the electrocution that did him in. The investigators found decisive evidence pointing to Rainbow Trash as the assailant in this crime.
And what was that?
A storm cloud found right above the crime scene is what we believe killed Ace.
Objection! A storm cloud? You call that decisive? How could you place blame on my client for that? Unless you're honestly suggesting Rainbow Dash can move around clouds and make them shoot lightning at will. Why is everyone staring at me like that?
Oh, Mr. Wright.
What's her problem, Twilight? She can't honestly think someone can control weather. It's ludicrous.
You have to be the biggest imbecile Trixie has ever laid eyes on!
Mr. Wright, that's a Pegasus' job here in Equestria. It's sort of what they do.
What?
They schedule and control the weather, Phoenix. When it rains, snows, hails, that's all the Pegasi's doing.
Oh. Sorry, my mistake.
Trixie knew you were incompetent, but this will be a walk in the park.
The defense will refrain from any more outbursts or they will be reprimanded.
Maybe you should have, I don't know, studied.
I said I was sorry.
When a Pegasus sets off a cloud, the first bolt will always strike directly under it. This particular storm cloud bore hoof marks of the rainbow-colored loser in the defendant chair.
I'll show you who's a loser, you two-bit fraud!
Order! Order in the court, I say! The defendant will remain seated during the duration of the trial.
This is a disaster.
Naturally, the body was discovered directly under the storm cloud in question. Trixie believes this is a pretty open and shut case.
As do I. There aren't many ways to be electrocuted in the middle of the forest. Well, there was that one incident when I was camping with the bug zapper. It nearly fried my beard off.
I never saw the judge as an outdoorsman. I'd like to ask some questions.
Fine then, Mr. Wrong. Ask away.
It's right. First off, how were the police notified of the murder? It was in the middle of a forest, right? Who reported it?
It was quite peculiar, actually. Prior to the crime, the police received a vague tip that wished to remain anonymous. They are being questioned more thoroughly in the advent of the murder, though.
What was this tip?
All they said was, something big is going down in the Everfree Forest.
That's it?
Trixie told you it was vague. And due to the attitude of this anonymous tip, the police didn't respond as quickly as they could have, since the tip failed to specify a time when something big was going down.
Isn't that negligence? They could have saved someone's life.
This is true, Miss Trixie. The police force should have responded to this tip more responsibly.
If you were to meet this anonymous tip, you'd take them as seriously as the police force did. Any more questions, Mr. Wrong?
I told you it's right. I do have some questions regarding that cloud, though. How many times did the storm cloud strike? I noticed 2 charred areas that were quite a distance apart from each other on the crime scene.
3 times. After the cloud was activated by... you know who. The cloud operates by itself, firing lightning gradually whenever it wants, but never in the same place twice. It was only large enough to hold 3 bolts of lightning.
3?
The first bolt was directly under the cloud where the late Mr. Swift lay. The second one, we don't know where it hit.
Objection! Wait, then maybe...
Objection! Trixie knows what you are going to say, and it's not going to work.
But...
The investigation team combed the entire perimeter of the crime scene and didn't find any indication the bolt hit the ground or any trees in the storm cloud's proximity. It's truly a mystery where this bolt of lightning went.
Hey, then what if it...
Ace was also wearing a lightning-proof suit that protects the body from lightning, standard issue for all participants in the Equestrian 500. It protects Pegasi from lightning when flying at high altitudes. The only reason the first bolt killed him is because it was aimed with precision at one of the exposed parts by rainbow trash.
I think that...
If the second bolt hit Ace directly, it still would have touched the ground, leaving burn marks like the one under the cloud, even if he were struck while in the air.
The prosecution's logic is very sound, so I must overrule the defense's claim.
But I didn't get to say anything.
Fine, then what were you going to say, Mr. Wright?
Exactly what she said.
Then the defense's claims have been double overruled.
What about the third lightning bolt?
Since the storm cloud was important evidence, it was left on the scene undisturbed, and the investigation team witnessed the final bolt take down a tree east of the crime scene, as Trixie will show you on the diagram of this clearing. Right here is where the first lightning bolt hit, directly above the body. We know it was set off at 8:40. The second one is a mystery. We don't know where it touched down, but we are sure a bolt of lightning left that cloud at 8:50. The third bolt touched down at 11:35 p.m. when the investigation team was on the scene, so we can completely rule it out of the crime. It just took down a tree right here.
So that's what happened to that tree. But how are you so sure of the time the first 2 lightning bolts touched down?
We were able to use cloud ballistics to confirm the second bolt left the cloud at exactly 8:50.
Cloud ballistics? You've got to be joking. I better not question it, though. I don't want a penalty. And the first?
That's where Trixie's eyewitness comes in.
It must be Fluttershy.
Since the first bolt was manually set off by a Pegasus, cloud ballistics can't confirm when it was fired, but luckily we have an eyewitness who saw it.
I wish to hear a testimony from the eyewitness. Please bring them out.
Very well. State your name and occupation, please.
Huh?
Where's the witness?
I'm down here.
That voice.
Who is that? I thought Fluttershy was going to be the witness.
I think it's my friend's kid sister. What does she have to do with this?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Perhaps we should get some boxes for the witness to stand on. There, much better.
Howdy.
Oh, aren't you the most adorable little thing?
Now then, witness, state your name and occupation.
My name is Apple Bloom, and I'm a Cutie Mark Crusader.
Cutie Mark. What? I did my research at Equestria, but I never came across anything regarding Crusaders.
What the heck is a Cutie Mark Crusader, Twilight?
It's hard to explain.
We were informed by a resident of the Everfree Forest this filly was walking home the night of the murder. Sure enough, she witnessed the first lightning bolt. The witness's occupation doesn't matter, though. What's important is what she...
What are you talking about? It does matter. As a Cutie Mark Crusader, it's my duty to crusade my talents everywhere so I can earn my Cutie Mark, even if 1/3 of the team is here.
I'm so confused. What on earth is a Cutie Mark? Is it the nickname of her boyfriend Mark or something?
A cutie mark is a symbol ponies earn when we find our special talent. For example, the stars on mine represent my expertise in magic and love for stargazing.
That's just... strange. Actually, I wonder what my cutie mark would be. Maybe a hand pointing an index finger filled with righteous justice. That would be amazing.
Listen, sweetie, your job is to testify just like Trixie told you to earlier.
Hey, what are you?
Huh? Me?
Stop ignoring the great and powerful Trixie!
Yeah, you. I've never seen anything like you before.
I'm a human.
A human, huh? Is that your job?
No, that's my species. I'm a lawyer if you're wondering what my job is.
A lawyer? What's a lawyer?
A lawyer argues points and theorizes to defend someone in trouble.
Your job is to argue?
Well, yes, I guess it's kind of like that.
I knew it! There's Cutie Mark for arguing! Wait till I tell Scootaloo! We were going about it all wrong! We can be Cutie Mark Crusader lawyers!
The future of criminal justice is looking pretty bleak right now.
Witness, let's get back on topic. Testify as to what you saw last night.
No! I'm losing valuable crusading time because of you. This is boring.
What?
I don't have to listen to you. You're that snotty show-off Applejack told me about.
Snotty? Why, you...
You tell her, Apple Bloom.
I'm actually kind of enjoying this.
The defense will wipe that stupid grin off his ugly mug and the witness will cooperate.
Witness, can you please testify for us? Then you can do all the crusading you want. It won't take long at all. Besides, maybe you're a Cutie Mark Crusader witness testifier.
Your Honor, how much shame do you have left after saying something like that?
Hey, I think you're right, mister. That Cutie Mark is as good as mine.
All right, witness. Tell every pony what you told Trixie earlier.
Fine then. Cutie Mark Crusader witness testifier. I went to Zagara's place in the Everfree Forest to help her brew some stuff. After we were all done, I walked home along the pathway. Just then, I heard a lightning bolt. It was 8:40, but it didn't scare me. Then I found my way out of the forest and went on home.
So there was indeed lightning from around the time of death. Mr. Wright, this isn't looking good for your client.
Please just let me cross-examine this witness, Your Honor.
She's a child, Phoenix. It might just be an overactive imagination.
I don't think so. I think she's being vague, if anything.
Vague? Meaning she's not telling us everything?
Precisely. I don't think this will be about finding a contradiction, more than about digging out those extra nuggets of information.
All right, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Before we begin the cross-examination, Trixie knows all about sneaky, underhanded defense attorney tricks. If you dare press this innocent and fragile child too hard, you will be punished.
What?
She's right. You better not hurt this sweet little one's feelings, Mr. Wright. I know these tactics all too well. You'll be forced to face the consequences if you do.
Children. The kryptonite of Phoenix Wright.
I went to Zagara's place in the Everfree Forest to help her brew some stuff.
Zakora? Who's this?
She's a zebra, a friend of mine who lives in the forest.
There are talking zebras here as well? Oh, brother. And you were helping her brew potions. What kind of potions?
I don't really know. She just told me to gather some flowers and plants outside the house.
The zebra told us she was making herbal ointments and medicines. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I've heard it all. A zebra brewing potions is nothing out of the ordinary. So what did you do afterward, Apple Bloom?
Well, after we were all done, I walked home along the pathway.
You walked home all alone? I heard that forest was dangerous. Definitely not a place for someone your age.
Thank heaven she is all right. There are terrible creatures in that forest.
Truth is, I wasn't supposed to be in there that late. I got grounded when I got home.
Serves you right for breaking your curfew. I mean, you sure are a brave Cutie Mark Crusader!
Cutie Mark Crusader!
Mr. Wright, you are treading on very thin ice.
I better be careful what I say to her.
Try not to be too hard on her, Phoenix.
I'm kind of on a handicap here, not being able to squeeze information as I normally would from any other witness. But I've dealt with children in the past, and I can do it again.
So you have children? You don't really look like a father type.
No, I don't have kids. I meant I've dealt with children testifying. Me with children. That'll be the day.
If the defense is done with idle conversation, please continue your cross-examination. And remember, gently, Mr. Wright, or else you'll be hearing my gavel banging an unfortunate fate for you.
Yes, sir.
The judge is staring at me like he has the intent to kill.
Okay, Apple Bloom. Please continue.
Just then, I heard a lightning bolt. It was 8:40. But it didn't scare me.
How did you know the time?
Segura's clock said 8:35 when I left, and I had been walking for about 5 minutes.
That lines up exactly with the time of death.
Why do you say it didn't scare you? No one asked you if it did.
Okay, maybe it scared me a little.
A little?
Yeah, just a little. No big deal.
I don't think you're being honest with me, Apple Bloom.
Objection! Mr. Wrong is badgering the witness. Who cares if the lightning scared her? Penalize him!
Objection! She isn't giving us all the details as to what she saw.
I'll allow the defense to pursue this matter, but I'm warning you, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I understand. Apple Bloom, you need to tell the truth. Even if it may not seem like it, this is really important. Someone's life depends on you telling the truth.
Someone's life?
Yes. If you don't tell the truth, you may be ruining an innocent pony's life.
I don't want an innocent pony's life to be ruined.
Then please tell us what really happened, Apple Bloom.
Fine. The lightning really scared me.
Then what did you do?
The noise scared me, and I ran off the path deeper into the forest.
You ran off the path?
Yeah, I kinda got lost in the forest. I was really scared.
The witness will amend this to her testimony.
Okay. After the lightning scared me, I ran off the path and got a little lost.
How long were you lost?
I was in there for a really long time.
How long exactly?
A really long time.
Okay, let's look at this a different way. What time was it when you got out?
Well, my house is 10 minutes away from the Everfree Forest. So I guess I got out of the forest at exactly 9 o'clock.
Her family can confirm she got home at 9:10.
Interesting. So you were lost for 20 minutes. That's quite a long time.
It was really dark in there. I couldn't see anything.
I remember it being extremely dark in there as well.
I could find my way out of the forest while on the pathway because I could feel the dirt road on my hooves. But once I was on the grass, I couldn't tell left from right.
So you just wandered around blindly for 20 minutes?
Yeah, I thought I'd be lost in there forever.
Do not fear, little one. I'll defend you from all those horrible monsters in that dreadful forest with my gavel of truth.
The Judge versus the Everfree Forest. Sounds like the title of a pay-per-view event.
I was especially scared when I bumped into that thing.
What?
You bumped into something?
Objection! Witness, this is the first time I'm hearing about this. Why did you not say anything to me regarding this earlier?
Because I don't like you.
Ah!
Looks like Trixie's getting a dose of her own medicine.
Did Trixie just...
What? What about her?
She just... Never mind, it's nothing important.
If you say so, Twilight. I'd like to know more about this thing she bumped into.
As do I. Would you mind adding this to your testimony, dear?
Not a problem. All of a sudden, I bumped into something.
You bumped into something? What was it?
I don't have a clue. It was really dark. I couldn't see anything.
You have to know more about this.
But I really don't know what it was, Mr. Lawyer. Honest.
Objection! Leave her alone, you jerk. She doesn't know what it was.
This is important information. Just moments ago, you said she never told you about this.
I'm curious to know what she bumped into as well. Objection overruled!
If you enjoy hearing pointless information, be my guest. It was probably just a tree or a rock. I think the defense is just hopelessly grasping at straws.
Why does Twilight keep randomly looking over at Trixie like that? I should ask her later. For now, I have to focus on the matters at hand.
Okay, Apple Bloom. Just like how I asked you to think a different way about how long you were lost, let's think about this a different way.
What do you mean?
What did it feel like? What did the thing you bumped into feel like?
Oh, that's right.
What is it, Witness?
It felt alive. It wasn't a rock or a tree.
Alive?
It was alive? Please explain how you were able to deduce this.
I definitely felt fur when I bumped into it, and I could hear it breathing heavy, like it was really tired.
It was breathing? Could it have been a wild animal?
I'm not too sure. I know I heard it breathing heavily, though.
How did it react when you bumped into it?
When I bumped into it, it jumped a bit.
I would probably jump too if something bumped me in the dark.
As would I.
Trixie wouldn't. Trixie is brave and courageous.
Oh, shut up!
Almost right after, there was another bolt of lightning.
That must have been the second one.
But the thing is, it didn't scare me. Really, honest this time.
Why didn't it scare you this time?
I know this will sound strange. After it flashed, my eyes kind of hurt for a bit.
That's not strange. Anyone's eyes would hurt if there was a sudden burst of light in pitch-black darkness.
No, not that part, Mr. Lawyer. After that, I stumbled around for about a minute or two because I couldn't open my eyes. The flash of the lightning made my eyes sting, but when the hurting of my eyes went away, I was outside the forest, just like that.
What? But how?
There is only one way in and out of that forest, and that is the entrance on the pathway. The trees surrounding the forest outer perimeter act as a barricade. You can only leave or enter the Everfree Forest from the entrance. Unless, of course, you're a Pegasus, then you could just fly out.
That is certainly strange.
How could you go from being lost to outside just like that, Apple Bloom?
I know it sounds weird, but it's true. I was outside the dark forest after the lightning hit. I went straight home afterwards, and I got home at 9:10 like I said before.
Wait a minute. What did you just say?
I went straight home after I was outside the forest, because I was, scared.
Objection! The prosecution has some explaining to do.
What are you babbling about?
Apple Bloom claims she got out of the forest at exactly 9 o'clock, when she saw the second bolt of lightning.
Yes. So what?
I see you caught on. According to these cloud ballistics, you said the second lightning bolt struck at 10 to 9. So why did Apple Bloom see a lightning bolt 10 minutes after that?
Maybe...
Cool.
It couldn't have been the third one, since that one struck down after 11.
Miss Trixie, this is a big oversight. Why is there a 10-minute gap as to when the child saw the lightning bolt?
I'm thinking, be quiet!
Oh, okay.
Alright, the great and powerful Trixie is done thinking.
And?
Trixie wants the defense to explain what this means.
Hey, you're just saying that because you don't know.
You're the one that brought up the inconsistency, therefore you should be the one to explain it.
Very well. There are two possibilities to this. Either what Apple Bloom saw wasn't lightning, or she's mistaken on the time. That is, if your cloud ballistics are accurate.
They are accurate, to the second. And this Philly's family can confirm she arrived at home at 9:10. So the prosecution is under the impression what little Apple Bloom saw was not lightning. That is Trixie's great and powerful theory.
What?
I can't believe you just fell for that.
But she stole
It could have been a giant Illuma bear the child bumped into, or something of that nature. Many animals in the Everfree Forest have strange characteristics, including built-in lights. She probably just bumped into it and just happened to be near the exit of the forest and stumbled out in her daze. The great and powerful Trixie has explained this inconsistency in the witness's testimony.
You sure are very bright deducing something like that, Miss Trixie.
Naturally.
That was my deduction.
There's still a problem, Your Honor.
What is that, Mr. Wright? Miss Trixie seems to have solved the mystery of the time inconsistency.
But another mystery comes from that.
Do tell, Mr. Wright.
The real second bolt of lightning. Why didn't Apple Bloom mention seeing or hearing that?
Ah, you bring a valid point, Mr. Wright. Witness?
Yes?
Did you not see any lightning other than the one at 8:40 that night?
I only saw that one at 8:40 and that one after I bumped into that thing.
This is most peculiar. Trixie, do you have an explanation for this?
Well, the defense will...
Objection! Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I'm not gonna fall for that again. Besides, remember, it's your great and powerful theory after all.
What do you take me for, a fool?
Why, in fact, I do.
Low blow, Phoenix.
How dare you!
Mr. Wright, that was uncalled for.
Hey, she's been putting me down all day long.
Trixie will show you, you spiky-headed ingrate! Do you remember why this witness is testifying?
Yes, to confirm the time of the lightning bolt striking.
Exactly, which she did. Anything beyond that is trivial.
Though it is suspicious why this witness didn't testify to hearing or seeing the second lightning bolt, the fact still stands. The initial bolt was set off at 8:40.
Objection! But the second bolt...
Objection! You seem obsessed with that. Perhaps the reason the witness didn't hear it is that she was too far away. The clearing is 15 minutes away from the entrance. Maybe the sound didn't have enough volume to reach that far.
I agree with the prosecution. The witness did what she came here to do. Objection overruled!
Ah, no!
All right, this witness is free to go.
Aw, nothing.
The witness brought up some interesting information, but does the prosecution have anything more regarding the defendant?
Trixie has this weather schedule.
Weather schedule? Like the forecast for each day? How is that evidence?
It's what the weathermare is given to know what weather to make in which areas of Ponyville.
I forgot about that. I still can't believe ponies control the weather. This sounds like some sort of twist at the end of a Twilight Zone episode.
Lo and behold, Rainbow Trash was scheduled to make several lightning storms at the eastern end of Ponyville. This is where she got the cloud from.
The court accepts this as evidence.
It's really starting to look like Rainbow Dash did it. But I can't give up.
What about motive? I was told murder almost never occurs in Equestria. What could drive my client to kill another?
Oh, that one is easy.
Please explain, Miss Trixie.
Both the victim and defendant were to participate in a monumental race called the Equestrian 500.
Damn it, she knows!
Phoenix, language!
Oh, sorry.
The victim, Mr. Ace Swift, has quite the record, completely undefeated in every athletic event he has ever competed in.
That is impressive.
Indeed. Now, Rainbow Trash was probably intimidated by this, and decided to get rid of him like a coward, making it easier to win. She is the top Pegasus athlete in Ponyville, after all. She has a reputation to uphold. She could then reap the spoils of the grand prize, flight lessons from her idols, the Wonderbolts.
You have no proof that's what she was thinking.
So, you have no proof that wasn't what she was thinking. Trixie doesn't need to establish a motive. How should Trixie know why she killed him? The point is, Rainbow Trash did it.
Let's hear your explanation on how the murder went down then.
Very well. Rainbow Dash went to the Everfree Forest.
How could you be so sure she was there?
Weren't you listening to what Trixie said earlier? The cloud above the crime scene had her hoof markings. On top of that, some cyan-colored feathers were found around the clearing. 3 guesses as who they belong to, Mr. Wrong.
Rainbow Dash, what were you doing there?
Okay, continue.
She saw Ace hanging around the forest for whatever reason.
Why would he be hanging around that forest anyway?
That is of no concern to Trixie.
That's ridiculous. He had to have had a reason to go in that dangerous forest.
If you think it's so important, why don't you give us an explanation?
I don't have one.
Thought so. Now let Trixie continue.
Do you think it's important why he was in there?
I know for a fact there must have been a good reason why he was in a place like that. I just don't know why yet. I wish I had more time to prepare.
I guess it's my fault for getting you on such short notice.
We're not gonna let that stop us, though.
Right.
All right, Trixie. Continue your explanation.
Rainbow Trash saw him at the clearing and an opportunity to permanently retire him from the race, gathered some storm clouds, and boom! Friday Swift.
Objection!
Don't point that ugly sausage of a finger at Trixie.
You say Rainbow Dash scoped out the victim in the Everfree Forest that night and saw an opportunity to murder him.
Are you deaf? Of course Trixie did. Trixie is always right.
Blind.
What? Blind is not being able to see. Deaf is not being able to hear, you idiot.
No. Blind is how I felt in that forest last night. I couldn't see my hands in front of my face without a light source. Even Applebloom testified to how dark it was. How could Rainbow Dash see Ace Swift in that darkness and plot to murder him on impulse? Explain that, Trixie. That is, if Trixie's always right.
Got her, Phoenix.
I just have to keep the momentum on our side now.
Is the forest truly that dark at that hour of the night, Miss Trixie?
Well, yes.
Then the defense has pointed out a flaw in your theory.
Why, are you mocking me?
No, I'm just debunking your flawed theory.
Too bad Trixie has an explanation.
Care to share it with us?
Rainbow Trash probably saw him enter the forest while he was still visible. Yes, that's it.
That makes sense.
She then followed him to the clearing and performed the dastardly deed. It is dark in there, yes, but if you follow some pony from the entrance, it would be easy to track them using your other senses.
Objection! Sorry, Trixie, but that's impossible as well.
What do you mean?
You said Rainbow Dash was scheduled to cause a storm on the eastern end of Ponyville, where you say she got the storm cloud from. The Everfree Forest is in the west, according to this weather schedule you yourself submitted to this court.
No!
There's no way my client could have flown to the other end of town and back to get a cloud while still tracking Ace in that dark forest.
Mr. Wright is correct. It would take some time to travel back and forth between the eastern and western ends of town.
Thought you had Trixie there, didn't you?
What?
Premeditated.
You can't be seriously suggesting.
Yes, the defendant must have known he was going to be there, and unlike you, Mr. Wrong, Trixie has proof. The great and powerful Trixie would like to submit this evidence.
A missing cloud report?
Go on, read the rest, Your Honor.
Storm cloud missing at 4 p.m. from eastern end of Ponyville. Weathermare in charge? Rainbow Dash.
This can't be!
Take a guess where that missing cloud was found, Mr. Wrong. Right above the Everfree Forest clearing.
My word! So the defendant placed it there earlier? This makes all the defense's objections null and void!
The defendant knew Ace was going to be in that forest, so she placed the cloud in that clearing well in advance.
But how could she have known he would be there?
Trixie will say this again, Mr. Wrong. Who cares? The fact is she did it, and that is all that matters.
What if some other pony moved that cloud?
If that were the case, yes, you could argue another pony moved the cloud. But the only two ponies in that clearing that night were Ace Swift and Rainbow Trash. Unless, of course, you have proof there was another Mr. Wrong.
I don't right now.
Then it is to be assumed that Rainbow Trash moved that cloud there in foresight that Ace would be there.
I've heard enough. With all this evidence applied, I can safely hand down my verdict.
No, Your Honor! There still might be something we're looking over.
The prosecution agrees.
Huh? She's agreeing with me? Why?
Trixie still has some more evidence. This!
What is that?
We found this in the victim's bag on the crime scene. A little burnt considering what happened, but the contents are still unharmed.
Huh? No! Please put that away!
The contents of this envelope are quite shocking. No pun intended.
I'm begging you, please don't open it!
Whatever's in that envelope really has Rainbow Dash spooked. What on earth is in there?
Fillies and gentle colts, Trixie will now reveal to the courtroom what secrets this mysterious envelope holds.
Please don't do it, Trixie!
I have a bad feeling about this. I hope whatever's in there doesn't hurt Rainbow Dash's case even more.
Interesting. What?
Oh, dear.
Or Rainbow Dash.
My life is ruined!
As you can see, the defendant has some very bizarre tastes.
Wait! What was the point in showing these pictures? How do they relate to the crime in question?
They were in the victim's bag, weren't they? They are important evidence. Do you think Trixie would be so low as to show these pictures for the sole purpose of humiliating the defendant?
That's exactly what I think you did.
What were pictures like these doing on the victim anyway?
How should Trixie know?
You said these pictures were important evidence and you're not even going to explain why. Now I know you just brought them out to embarrass Rainbow Dash.
In any case, the court accepts these photos as evidence. After that little sideshow, can I declare my verdict now?
Most certainly, Your Honor.
Phoenix, do something quick.
To be honest, I don't know what to do. I've never encountered first-degree murder with a storm cloud before.
You said you wing it all the time, right? Well, wing it!
What is it, Mr. Wright?
How are you so sure my client was at the scene of the crime? If I recall correctly, she was picked up at her house, not on location.
Trixie already explained that, you imbecile. Her hoof marks were on the cloud and her feathers were all over the place. You don't think that's incriminating enough?
Yes, but the cloud could have been moved by someone else, and feathers could have been gathered from anywhere, just as hair falls from your head. I may not have proof yet, but it is a possibility.
Looks like this is going to drag out a bit longer. Trixie has another witness that can confirm the defendant was indeed at the scene of the crime on the night of the murder.
This one has to be Fluttershy.
I wonder what she saw.
We're about to find out in any case.
The prosecution will bring out their next witness.
Witness, state your name and occupation. Witness, get out from under there and state your name and occupation.
Can you please repeat that, young lady? I couldn't hear you.
My name is Fluttershy.
Nope, still couldn't hear you.
Maybe I can milk this situation to our advantage.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this witness clearly doesn't have the ability to testify. Perhaps we should suspend the proceedings of this trial for another...
Oh, Mr. Phoenix, you're here. You haven't died yet? There must be something very wrong. You look so frail and seem to be suffering more than ever right now.
You've got the last part right.
Mr. Wright, tell her to state her name and occupation, please.
But that's the prosecution's job. It's her witness.
This witness was being difficult when Trixie was preparing her earlier as well.
Given the circumstance, just do it, Mr. Wright.
Fluttershy. Witness. State your name and occupation, please.
Never thought I'd be saying that line.
I'm Fluttershy. I'm an animal caretaker.
Is it true you saw Rainbow Dash leave the Everfree Forest 2 nights ago?
Mr. Wright.
Is it true you saw Rainbow Dash leave the Everfree Forest 2 nights ago?
This kind of backfired on me.
Yes, she seemed to be in a hurry.
So the defendant was indeed at the scene of the crime at the night of the murder. Witness, you will... Mr. Wright, tell her she has to testify.
Now I have to do your job too, Your Honor.
Fluttershy,
Yes, Mr. Phoenix?
can you please testify as to what you saw 2 nights ago when you saw Rainbow Dash leaving the forest?
I don't know what testify means.
It just means tell us what you saw that night.
Oh yes, I can do that. Anything for you, Mr. Phoenix. It was during the night hours. I went outside to feed the chickens and the other ones. When I was near my chicken coop, I heard a lightning bolt in the distance. And it scared me. After I finished feeding my chickens, I saw Rainbow Dash flying away from the forest like something was chasing her. I called out to her, but I don't think she heard me. I looked up, but saw nothing following her. That was when the police ponies arrived. They spoke with me, and I went off to bed at 10:30.
If that isn't an airtight testimony, Trixie doesn't know what is, by Rainbow Trash's own friend, no less.
Fluttershy!
Hi, Rainbow Dash.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please.
Did you see anything odd in there, Phoenix?
Not really. Trixie's right. It's kind of airtight.
Then what do we do?
Poke holes into it until it isn't airtight anymore.
That's the spirit. I just hope Fluttershy isn't lying about anything.
I actually hope she's lying, so I have something to work off of.
It was during the night hours. I went outside to feed the chickens and the other ones.
So, you say you went outside to feed your chickens and the other ones. What do you mean by that?
I'm taking care of a lot of exotic animals right now.
I see. How did you acquire them?
A zoo in Philadelphia is, well, renovating, and they needed a place for all the animals to stay while they do it. They heard about my talent with animals, somehow, and they came to me and asked me to take care of them. Of course, I said yes, since they had lots of birdies and critters that I've never seen before, and I always like to meet new animals.
How long have you had these animals?
3 days now.
Is it hard work taking care of them all?
Objection! What, pray tell, does this have to do with murder?
Well, I kind of like animals too, and...
Stop going off topic, you incompetent fool!
I really hate you, Trixie. You know that? I better keep note of these exotic animals, though. Something about it.
When I was near my chicken coop, I heard a lightning bolt in the distance, and it scared me.
You heard thunder while you were in your chicken coop?
Well, it was lightning.
No, Fluttershy. Thunder produces the sound, not lightning.
Wrong again, Mr. Wrong.
For the last time, Trixie, it's right. Would you please stop calling me that?
Actually, here in Equestria, lightning is what produces the noise when it strikes the ground.
Ugh, that wasn't what I wanted to ask anyway. What time was it when you heard it?
8:40, on the dot.
That's quite exact. How are you so sure?
It's the time I feed my chickens every night.
Feeding chickens at night?
Midnight snack. I couldn't send them to bed without one. What if they starve to death while they're sleeping?
Oh my! I never realized the importance of midnight snacking.
That's our naive Fluttershy.
And that's my clueless judge.
Are you positive it was lightning you heard and not something else?
I'm sure it was lightning, because the sound of lightning really frightens me. I remember getting scared when I heard it. I nearly dropped all my chicken feed.
This lines up with the time of death and when the initial lightning bolt was set off.
After I finished feeding my chickens, I saw Rainbow Dash flying away from the forest, like something was chasing her. I called out to her, but I don't think she heard me.
How long did it take you to feed your chickens, Fluttershy?
About 15 minutes.
And you're saying you saw Rainbow Dash fleeing from the forest at that time?
Yes, I thought there was a ferocious creature chasing her, judging by how fast she was flying.
What did you do then?
I called out to her at the top of my lungs to see what the problem was.
And she just ignored you?
Yes, I don't know why. I yelled so loud at the top of my lungs, like this. Rainbow Dash, what's wrong?
Yeah, I haven't the faintest idea how she didn't hear that. So, you didn't see anything chasing Rainbow Dash?
Yes, I watched the forest until the police arrived, but I didn't see or hear anything come out of it after Rainbow Dash.
What is it, Phoenix?
I think I just found a contradiction.
You mean Fluttershy is lying?
I don't know why, but something she said is impossible.
Impossible?
Your Honor, can you please have the witness amend that statement to her testimony?
I don't see why not. Witness, please add your previous statement to your testimony.
Okay. I didn't see or hear anything else come out from the forest that night.
Fluttershy, are you absolutely sure about this?
I'm sure not a peep or pony came out of that forest until the police came and spoke with me. Then I went to sleep at 10:30.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, please don't frighten the witness.
Right, sorry. But there's a contradiction in this testimony.
What contradiction? Everything she has said meshes with the evidence to a T.
No, there's one thing that isn't right. Fluttershy, you said you were watching the forest until the police arrived, correct?
Yes. Did I do something wrong? I'm so sorry if I did.
No need to be sorry. But you didn't hear or see anything come from the forest?
I didn't see or hear anything else come out of the forest that night.
Then there's clearly a contradiction here. Actually, two.
Please explain what these contradictions are, Mr. Wright.
Fluttershy should have seen someone leave the forest. The previous witness, Applebloom.
Ooh, that's right!
But I didn't see Apple Bloom. I promise.
You see, Fluttershy, you had to have seen Applebloom if you were really watching the forest all night. The prosecution even confirmed there's only one way in and out of that forest. And the entrance is right by your cottage.
I don't understand. Why would Fluttershy lie like this?
I don't know either. We've got to pursue this issue, otherwise we're cooked.
I don't know why, but I didn't see her.
It's not just that. There's another thing, Fluttershy. You also stated you heard nothing as well. Earlier I was told lightning makes a noise when it hits the ground in Equestria.
Yes, that is right, Mr. Wright.
Then why didn't Fluttershy mention hearing the second bolt of lightning? Fluttershy says she watched the forest until the police arrived, and they witnessed the third bolt take down a tree firsthand. The second lightning bolt is unaccounted for.
I only heard one bolt of lightning, though.
Objection! Maybe she just forgot about it.
Objection! She stated the first bolt of lightning scared her, from which we can conclude that every bolt of lightning could have been heard from Fluttershy's cottage. It's very clear this witness is afraid of lightning.
And everything, for that matter.
Yes, it's true. Lightning scares me. It is so loud and scary. Like that voice you just did, Mr. Phoenix.
There you go, Trixie. She would have remembered the second bolt of lightning frightening her if she had heard it. Also, let's not forget, Applebloom didn't mention seeing or hearing this lightning either, now that we know the lightning could have been heard from that far away.
The defense has a point.
And Trixie thinks the defense has nothing.
Excuse me?
So what? She didn't see Applebloom. What does that prove? Do tell Mr. Wrong, Trixie is all ears.
It questions the credibility of your witnesses! You said it yourself. There's only one way in and out of that forest.
Remember another thing. Anything beyond what Applebloom said after the time she heard the lightning bolt is irrelevant.
You can't say this is irrelevant information when your witness didn't see your other witness leave the forest!
Then tell the great and powerful Trixie what it means. Trixie knows one possibility, but that's up to you to say what it is, Mr. Wrong. That is, if you have the guts to.
I can't.
Thought so.
What is she talking about, Phoenix? You know a reason why Fluttershy didn't see Applebloom?
I do, but I can't say it.
Why not?
I just can't, Twilight. I'll be safe and use the other contradiction as my steed for now. Fine, forget that. We can't overlook this second bolt of lightning, though. It could have been the real cause of death, making this all just an accident.
Didn't you hear Trixie earlier?
Huh?
Lightning doesn't hit the same spot twice in Equestria. Just as you can't divide by 0. The body was found directly under where the first bolt had struck. Not to mention the odds of a stray bolt of lightning hitting the victim by chance are highly improbable, especially since he was wearing a lightning-proof suit.
I remember her bringing up this lightning-proof suit.
It's what the Pegasi wear when working with weather. Or, in this case, a modified version designed for large-scale races where they might encounter dangerous weather conditions.
How exactly does the suit work?
It's a two-piece suit, worn on the head and body. The fabric is made up of an effective insulator that protects Pegasi from being harmed by lightning.
Then how did he die if he was wearing the suit?
There are some parts of the body that the suit does not cover, namely certain parts of the head and neck. A precise, aimed bolt could still hit him in the sweet spots, which is what Trixie is basing her claims on.
But it's still possible for a random bolt to hit him in one of those exposed spots.
I'm surprised you haven't realized it yet, Mr. Wrong.
Huh?
You have been babbling about Trixie's witnesses not seeing the second bolt of lightning so much you seem to have forgotten. The second bolt seems to not exist at all. Trixie will be sure to have a chat with the Pegasi who gave her these cloud ballistics to confirm it, Trixie assures you. Even if we take your silly theory into consideration, the odds of him being struck down by a random bolt of lightning are too low without having some concrete proof.
The prosecution's logic is very sound. The chances of a lightning bolt hitting the victim by chance are too small to hold water in this court without any proof, considering the protection he was wearing. Objection overruled!
No! Every time I make an objection, she has it refuted just like that!
Ha! Too bad, Mr. Wrong.
Enough! I'm afraid the defense's line has run short. Do you have anything else you would like to say, Mr. Wright, before I hand down my verdict?
I'm going to lose if I don't do something fast!
Phoenix, there has got to be something we can do. It can't end like this.
I know, but I need more time. I need more information.
Please, Your Honor, make this quick. Trixie's starting to feel sorry for this hopeless defense team.
There is one thing I can do. I didn't want to do it earlier, but I have no choice. I need more time and evidence. This is the only way.
Your Honor!
Yes, Mr. Wright?
The defense would like to cast suspicion on another.
Another suspect?
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
But who?
Is this the last bastion of Mr. Wrong? Let's hear it. Who is this mystery suspect?
I'm far from being done, Trixie. The suspect the defense accuses is the witness, Fluttershy!
Huh?
Mr. Wright, what are you doing?
Fluttershy is a Pegasus. Therefore, she could have tampered with the cloud and the crime scene. Let's not forget, there was a very large time frame where Fluttershy was alone. She even stated she didn't see Apple Bloom leave the forest, when we all know she should have.
But I was watching it the whole time. I'm not lying.
Fluttershy also has connections with my client. She could have been the one who took the storm cloud my client was scheduled to set off, as well as gathered loose feathers and spread them around the crime scene.
I didn't do that.
Phoenix, stop this! She didn't do it!
But the defendant's hoof marks were on the storm cloud, Mr. Wright. How do you explain that?
I'd be surprised if they weren't there, Your Honor.
I don't follow.
Simple. Rainbow Dash was to put those clouds on the eastern end of Ponyville, according to this weather schedule.
Oh!
Of course her hoof prints are there. She was just doing her job. Fluttershy could have come and taken one of the clouds with the marks on it, set it off, and removed her own markings from the cloud. That is possible, right?
Yes, one could wipe a cloud of their hoof marks.
Then all the more reason to suspect her.
I was home all day, though.
Phoenix, you're supposed to be defending my friends!
What about the dark forest, Mr. Wright? How would this witness have been able to see in it?
It must be like a backyard to her. She could probably navigate it by memory, just as you could probably navigate your house with your eyes closed.
This is a very bold claim, Mr. Wright. This meek little thing looks like she wouldn't harm a fly. Why would she frame her friend?
It's true. I have 10 pet flies. Michael, Donna, Steven, Eric, Jackie.
Easy. To cover her own guilt. Besides, as the prosecution has stated, why she did it is irrelevant. The fact still stands. She's just as suspicious as Rainbow Dash.
I can't believe you're saying this. I trusted you!
You're going to need more proof to accuse this witness, Mr. Wright. Do you have any evidence that can place her on the crime scene?
In fact, I do, Your Honor. This!
A feather? Does it belong to her?
No. I found this feather at the crime scene. It's way too big to belong to any bird or Pegasus pony in Ponyville.
Just what are you getting at, Mr. Wright? How does this relate to the witness?
Fluttershy!
Yes, Mr. Phoenix?
Do you allow any of your exotic animals to go in the Everfree Forest?
Oh no, it is much too dangerous in there. They are kept locked up tightly when I'm not playing with them.
As I thought. Fluttershy stated earlier she's caring for animals not native to Ponyville. This feather could belong to one of them. It could have been brought there unintentionally by Fluttershy as she framed my client.
Objection! This can't go on.
The defense is objecting to itself?
Yes! Mr. Wright doesn't know what he's talking about. His words are nothing but slander and lies.
Twilight?
Objection!
suspicion. Zip it, Twilight. You're only his co-counsel and nothing more. Discrediting an attorney like that will get you held in contempt.
You're a hypocrite. You've been degrading him all day long.
And that's it. Trixie has just called Mr. Wrong names. Never once has Trixie accused him of lies or slander, which is a serious accusation.
You're right as always, Miss Trixie. Another outburst by the defensive counsel, and they will be held in contempt of court.
But...
Trust me, I don't want to do this, Twilight. But it's the only way I could buy more time.
Back to the matter at hand. I still have a hard time believing this little pony would do something like this.
The evidence speaks for itself, Your Honor. This feather puts Fluttershy on the scene of the crime. I demand further investigation to find out if this feather belongs to any of Fluttershy's animals.
Miss Trixie, what is your opinion on all of this? You have been surprisingly quiet regarding all of Mr. Wright's claims.
You know what? Trixie agrees. Fluttershy is suspicious. The investigation team did indeed see this feather on the crime scene. We brushed it off as just a plain old bird feather, but as Trixie's feeble opponent has pointed out, it does seem kind of big up close, and with this information regarding these zoo animals, it does seem to cast suspicion over this witness.
You are aware we will have to suspend proceeding until tomorrow for further investigation.
You don't think Trixie knows this? Another one of Twilight Sparkle's little friends in the Slammer is reward enough for Trixie today. 2 for the price of 1, as they say. And Trixie has you to thank, Mr. Wrong. You've made this experience much, much more fulfilling. Perhaps Trixie will give you a voucher to her next performance.
All proceeding for this case will be suspended until tomorrow. Bailiff, please take the suspect into custody for questioning.
Wait, where are you taking me? I wouldn't do that to any pony. Twilight, Mr. Phoenix, help!
Phoenix, how could you?
What have I done?
I expect both sides will gather more evidence for tomorrow.
Trixie shouldn't need to if they're planning on keeping that second-rate lawyer over there.
Court is now adjourned.
Not one of them accepted.
No, Princess. All 10 of them refused when they heard the gravity of the case. There is another option.
And what would that be, Twilight?
I could study the law and defend Rainbow Dash myself. I'm sure I've seen a book or 2 on equestrian law in the library. I've read them once or twice to get the gist of how our law works. But I can study harder and become a lawyer.
You think you can become an adequate lawyer in just a day?
I have to try. You and I both know Rainbow Dash would never murder another pony.
You have to understand, Twilight. This is not a matter to be taken lightly. I have every bit of confidence in you, but we need to find some pony with the experience to handle this properly.
But Princess, there's no pony else left!
There is someone else I have in mind.
Who?
Get Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright?
Yes, I know him. He is an excellent lawyer, perhaps even the greatest defense attorney there is.
The greatest defense attorney in Equestria? Oh, that's great! How do I get a hold of him?
There are a few things you should know about him. You need to summon him. A simple summoning spell should work, but when he arrives, he's going to act a bit odd and look a bit strange. He may even overreact, but try to bear with him no matter what happens.
Why would I need to summon him? It takes a lot of magic doing something like that.
He's very hard to get a hold of. Bringing him right to you and speaking with him directly is the best course of action.
I'm a little confused, Princess. Why would he overreact?
Just stroke his ego a bit. Say you accidentally summoned the greatest defense attorney ever. That should win him over. He should be like putty in your hooves after that.
I'm no expert, but the way she's speaking isn't very princess-like. This is still really confusing. Are you sure he's really that good?
I have complete confidence in him.
And you're sure he will accept a murder case? Not many ponies will.
He's not a stranger to murder cases. I'm positive he'll accept.
All right, if you say so, Princess.
I'll start preparing the paperwork assigning him as Rainbow Dash's lawyer.
Aren't you getting a little ahead of yourself? We haven't even spoken with him about the crime yet.
Don't worry. I'm sure he won't turn down someone who is undoubtedly innocent. You do believe Rainbow Dash is innocent, right?
Of course I do!
As do I. So there is nothing to fear.
Why is she so calm, cool, and collected about this pony? Okay, I'll trust this Phoenix Wright if you do, Princess.
You won't be disappointed. I must get going back to Canterlot now, my faithful student. I wish you the best of luck with the trial.
Thank you, Princess. But one more thing, if I may. There are almost never murder crimes in Equestria's history. The worst we get are thefts and burglaries, and those hardly warrant trials and lawyers.
Yes, that's true. This is the first murder in a long time during my peaceful reign over Equestria.
But that's just it. You just said a minute ago that the defense attorney Phoenix Wright has been in murder cases before. How can that be? Doesn't that contradict what you said?
Very good. You'll get along with him very well.
What does that mean? That doesn't answer my question.
Here, Twilight. Take this.
Hey! Why is she avoiding my question? What is this?
It's an equestrian attorney badge. He'll need it. Please be sure to give it to him.
I wouldn't be caught dead wearing this cheap-looking trinket. Wait, shouldn't you already have one of these? Understood, Princess.
All right. I must take my leave now, Twilight. Oh, one more thing.
Yes?
Please don't tell Phoenix Wright I asked you to call him.
Why not?
You certainly are curious, aren't you? Goodbye, Twilight.
Ah! She did it again! Why do you have to be so cryptic, Princess? Phoenix Wright. What a strange name. Guess I should prepare the spell to summon him. Now, where's that book? I think it was Super Spectacular, Stupendous, Spontaneous Summoning Scripture Signals and You. I can't believe what he did, accusing Fluttershy like that. It's true what they say about lawyers, Spike. They're a bunch of heartless liars.
But didn't the princess?
Yes, I know! She requested that I use him. She said he was the best there is.
But he's a human.
I didn't know he would be a human, and from another world, no less. How does the princess know him anyway?
If you trust the princess, shouldn't you trust him?
No, Spike, he's no good. You should have seen it. He was at poor Fluttershy's neck, accusing her of murder and framing Rainbow Dash for it. Any pony with a single solitary brain cell can see that Fluttershy would never do anything like that.
Yeah, no offense, but I think Fluttershy would lose a fight against a terminally ill Graham Cracker.
I wanted a good lawyer to defend Rainbow Dash, not to shift the blame to another one of my friends. That's why I'm going to follow through with my original plan.
And that is?
I will be taking over as the defense lawyer in this case.
You, a lawyer? Do you even know anything about being a lawyer?
Yes. Well, a little. Okay, I don't know much. But if Trixie managed to do it, so can I. Besides, it didn't seem all that hard. I just have to point out the flaws in information. I'm good at stuff like that.
I think there's more to it than that.
You're right. That's why we'll have to have a good look through this.
What's that?
How to be a lawyer in 24 hours.
Well, that's certainly a conveniently titled book.
This book is from across the sea.
That's where all those weird ponies and humans live, right?
They aren't weird, Spike. They're just...
They're just what?
Really happy.
They seem too frolicky for my taste. How do you plan on doing this whole lawyer thing anyway?
I'm glad you asked that, Spike. I brushed up on the criminal justice laws this morning with Phoenix, and it turned out the laws are pretty identical to his, despite him being from another world. I got most of them memorized.
But that's just laws and stuff. Being a lawyer is a totally different thing.
That's why this book should provide me all the details I need to become a good lawyer.
I don't know, Twilight. It looks kind of ancient.
What are you talking about?
Smite thy prosecuting knave, and make the whelp feel thy wrath of the glorious voice of justice?
Alright, maybe it's a little outdated.
A little outdated.
Okay, a lot outdated, but it will have to do.
So what's it say to do first?
Let's see. Oh! Consult with thy accused in melancholy, lifting wisdom from thy plea of innocence.
Oh, brother!
It must mean go speak with Rainbow Dash. But I can't.
Why not?
They won't let me speak to Rainbow without a badge. Ah! That's where you come in, Spike!
What? What do I do?
I need you to write an appeal to the Equestria Council to appoint me as Rainbow Dash's lawyer while I'm gone.
Oh, nice, Twilight! Make me deal with those huffy-puffy suits. Wait, where are you going?
To the detention center.
But you said you needed a badge to get in there.
Correction. I only needed one to speak with Rainbow Dash, as she's the primary suspect.
Then who? Oh, Fluttershy, right?
That's right. She's only a potential suspect right now, so they will be much more lenient with visitors. After I'm done with that, according to the book, I should scour the land high and low for evidence pertaining to the guilty culprit with aid of thy loyal assistant at thy side. Cliff note, preferably a female adolescent.
Please, Twilight, stop talking like that. Somehow it physically hurts me.
It must mean investigate.
Oh, can I be your assistant? Detective Hard-Boiled Spike reporting for duty.
I need you to write that appeal for me. Besides, I don't think I need an assistant for this. This book is more or less just guidelines.
Come on, Twilight, please.
Sorry, Spike, but you're needed here.
Aww.
Hey, maybe when I'm done, I'll come home with a nice big sapphire with your name on it.
Sapphire? Stay-at-home Spike reporting for duty.
I knew that would work. If Phoenix comes by here, I want you to tell him to stay in the library until I get back. I don't want him causing a ruckus in Ponyville.
Yes, sir. Ma'am. Sir, ma'am.
Protocol? He's really getting into this. Alright, Spike. I'll see you later.
Goodbye, Twilight.
So this is what it looks like in here. Not really what I was expecting. I was expecting it to look a bit more pretty and dark. Fluttershy!
Hi, Twilight.
Fear not, fair sir or maiden. Thou hast cometh to comfort ye in thine time of need, in the elegy of this foul dungeon. Don't worry, I'm going to get you out of here, Fluttershy. This book must have had the most pretentious author ever. I'm going to be taking over as the defense attorney for this case.
What happened to Mr. Phoenix?
Just forget about him. I'll clear both of you myself.
If you say so. Thank you.
Better change the subject. So, how has it been going?
They've been questioning me about that feather.
Do you think it really came from one of your animals?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I know you didn't do it, but it's still odd to see a feather like that in Ponyville.
There is something strange about it, Twilight.
Strange? What do you mean?
About the feather. It feels like I've seen it before.
You've seen it before? So it really did come from one of your animals?
I really don't know. I can't put my hoof on it, but I feel as though I know where the feather came from.
Fluttershy, if it ends up having come from one of your animals, you'll be in more trouble. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Great, now I'm apologizing like her. Let's talk about the trial, Fluttershy. There were some odd things you brought up in your testimony.
Odd?
As much as I hate to say it, you should have seen Apple Bloom leave that forest. Are you sure you were watching it all night?
Yes, I watched it all night, but I didn't see Apple Bloom leave it.
Fluttershy, she got home that night. And you had to have seen her if you really were watching the forest all night like you say.
I'm sorry, but I didn't.
This makes no sense. How did Apple Bloom get out of the forest without being seen? Perhaps I need to have a chat with a certain little filly today. It's okay, Fluttershy. I'm sure there's a logical explanation to this. Why were you watching the forest all night, anyway?
I wanted to see what was chasing after Rainbow Dash.
I guess that makes sense. Rainbow Dash is never one to run away from anything. I'd probably be curious as well.
Yeah, that's why I watched all night. I wanted to know why she was flying so fast.
Then there's that issue with the lightning, Fluttershy. You've got to tell me you heard 2 bolts of lightning.
I only heard 1 bolt of lightning at 8:40. I'm sure of it.
But that doesn't make any sense!
I'm sorry. I really didn't hear it.
You don't need to say sorry. I believe you.
Oh, sorry for saying sorry.
I feel like putting my face in my hooves right now. Just more and more questions come from the testimony you gave. It's so mysterious.
Like that paper I found.
Yeah, Wait, paper? What paper?
I found a letter outside my house the morning after the incident. It might have come from the forest.
Why didn't you say anything about it? This could be evidence!
I didn't want to bother any pony about it.
Fluttershy, where is it right now?
It's on the table next to my front door, but it looked like some pony ripped it in half.
Do you remember what it said?
It was really short. It said something about saying goodbye, and it sounded really sad.
I have to see this piece of paper. Fluttershy, I'm going to your house to get this paper you're talking about.
Okay. Twilight, while you're there, could you feed my animals for me?
Sure thing.
And tell Angel Bunny why I'm not home.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Thank you, Twilight.
Remember what I said, Fluttershy. I'm going to get you out of here. I promise. Alright, I'm not doing so bad. I found a brand new piece of information all by myself. See? This isn't so hard after all. I just have to slip into Fluttershy's cottage and snag that piece of paper she was talking about. There'll probably be a lot of police and investigators around analyzing the animals, but they shouldn't mind me.
Excuse me.
Right, sorry. Who was that? I've never seen him before. She's headed towards Sugar Cube Corner. She didn't exactly look like the type who's into sweets.
Hi, Twi.
Huh? Oh, hi, Apple Bloom.
What you doing? You seem really deep in thought.
I'm just conducting an investigation, that's all.
Investigation?
I mean, no, I'm not doing anything like that. Just another boring day in Ponyville for me.
Let me investigate with you. Cutie Mark Crusader, private investigator.
No, what have you done, Twilight? Apple Bloom, don't you have friends you could be playing with instead?
Nope, they're all in school. I got the day off because of the trial.
You got the whole day off from school because of that? I would have been put in Magic Kindergarten if I missed a day of my classes.
Magic Kindergarten?
Yes, Apple Bloom. Magic Kindergarten is a real place, and you will be sent there at the first sign of defiance.
I might as well help you having the day off and all.
Look, Apple Bloom, this is grown-up work. Nothing a little filly like you should be doing.
Please, Twi, I'll be a big help, I promise.
The answer is no, Apple Bloom.
Please?
No means no.
Please?
I said...
Please?
It's like talking to a wall! A very loud and shrill wall! Hey, Apple Bloom, I know how you can help me. I want to discuss what happened in court today with you. I had to speak with her anyway. Might as well get it over now.
No.
What? I thought you wanted to help me.
I said I wanted to investigate, not answer boring old questions. Let me investigate with you, otherwise I ain't talking.
Why, you little... Apple Bloom, I really need to talk with you about the testimony. Apple Bloom? Fine! You can investigate with me!
Yay! Cutie Mark Crusader Private Investigator!
I can't believe I have to give in to her demands. Now, can you tell me about what you said in court this morning?
Sure thing, Twat. What do you want to know?
What you said is kind of, well, impossible.
But I was telling the truth. Honest.
Fluttershy told me she was watching the forest all night, and I don't think she was lying.
What does that have to do with me?
She said she didn't see you leave the forest. Where exactly were you when you got out?
After the big lightning, or whatever it was, I was blinded from the flash and stumbled around a bit. When I could open my eyes, I was a little ways away from the pathway on the outside of the forest.
This flash of light that you thought was lightning, Apple Bloom, what was it like?
It was like a camera flashing in my face. I thought it was lightning, but it's strange. It didn't make any noise.
Why did they bring you in to testify anyway? Wouldn't Zecora have been a better choice? She lives in the forest after all.
They were gonna get her instead of me, but she went to sleep after I left. She was really beat from brewing potions all day with me.
And none of that lightning woke her up?
About the lightning, you should ask the filly and the zookeeper, for I am a heavy sleeper.
Yeah. Jeez, Zecora must sleep like a rock. Did you see anything else strange in the forest that night, Apple Bloom?
Nope. Oh wait, there was one other thing.
Another piece of information some pony decided not to share. What was it, Apple Bloom?
I didn't think this was important, but a little after the first lightning bolt made me jump a little.
You're not fooling any pony. Yes? What happened?
Something fell from the sky.
What was it?
I don't know. It happened a few minutes after I was walking away from the lightning bolt, so I didn't bother looking at what it was.
Do you remember where it fell?
Sorta. Hey, I'll take you there. See, I told you I'd be a big help.
Whatever she witnessed dropping must tie in with this somehow. Okay, Apple Bloom. I know I really shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to take you to the Everfree Forest with me. I want to see where you saw this object drop from the sky.
Yay! Cutie Mark Crusader Private Investigator!
My poor eardrums. But first we have to stop by Fluttershy's cottage. There's a torn letter by her door I have to retrieve.
Oh, Twat, since I'm helping you out, can you go to the park with me to help me out with something?
No, I don't have time for that.
Fine. I'm not showing you where that thing dropped then.
Okay, we'll go to the park after we go into the forest.
Thank you so much.
Thank you? You didn't give me a choice. So besides that, have you noticed anything else strange these past few days?
Oh yeah, I did. It was Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash? What about her?
2 days ago, when I was on my way to Zecora's house, I saw Rainbow Dash. Hey, Rainbow Dash.
Ha! That's not me, I swear! Oh, it's only you, Apple Bloom.
What are you doing with that big old cloud? Ain't the storm supposed to be on the other side of Ponyville?
Look, kid, just pretend you never saw me, alright?
Then I saw her go into the Everfree Forest with that cloud. She looked kind of worried about something. I was gonna tell every pony about that today, but Rainbow Dash told me to pretend like I never saw her. So that's what I did.
Oh no, she really did bring that cloud in there like Trixie said. But Rainbow Dash wasn't actually planning to murder some pony with it, was she?
Twilight, what's the matter?
Nothing. Let's stop wasting time here and go to Fluttershy's cottage to get that letter.
All right, to Fluttershy's cottage.
Apple Bloom, slow down! See, Apple Bloom? You need to watch where you're going.
I'm sorry for bumping into you.
It's okay. It wasn't your fault.
Are you sorry? I don't know.
What?
No! You have to actually mean it when you're sorry. You have to mean it. Say it with lots of remorse. I'm sorry! No!
He's funny. He's like a character out of one of those storybooks.
You really think I can have a book written about me?
Yeah, for sure.
What kind of book is that? Psychiatric Help 101?
You're right. Maybe I can get a biography or something written about me. It'll be a bestseller. No! Then every pony will think you're egotistical. You can't have a book.
Is he yelling at himself? On a scale of 1 to 10, he's a 12 on the weirdo meter. Who are you?
The name's Cruise Control. Nice to meet you, ma'am.
I'm Twilight Sparkle, and this is Apple Bloom. Pleasure to meet...
No! You just called her ma'am! That's like saying she's old. Didn't Mom tell you never ask a lady her age? That's just rude, you bloody idiot! Though, you didn't exactly ask her age. You sort of just implied it. I'm still sorry.
I retract that. He's a 46 on the weirdo meter.
I've never seen you in Ponyville before, mister.
That makes sense, as I'm not from here. I just flew in today.
So you're just visiting or something?
The starting line for the big race is in Ponyville this year.
Huh, I see. So you're in the Equestria 500.
Yep, that's right. I just came in today from Manhattan. You should have told them that earlier, stupid!
Jeez, calm down. It's all right.
I was betting Rainbow Dash would win. She was representing Ponyville after all.
No! Why can't you support me? I'm trying to win too!
Apple Bloom, he clearly has self-esteem issues. So, Mr. Cruz, you're from Manhattan.
Yep.
Really? How good are you?
Pretty good. No! Don't lie, you loser! You do awful, horrible, atrocious! Last place every time!
Every time?
Dead last!
Aw, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Here it comes.
No! Now you're pitying me! I feel so sorry for myself. Don't worry. You'll do better this year. Ah! No! Now you're pitying you! You must look so pathetic in front of these two!
I don't think you're pathetic. I know how you feel. My big sister is mean to me all the time. She grounds me and makes me do a bunch of lame chores. It's like she doesn't care about me at all.
Don't say that.
Huh?
Older siblings always care for the well-being of their younger brothers and sisters. I mean, yeah, the Equestrian 500 sure is a tough race to compete in.
What was that about? You just 180'd there.
Don't worry about me. Things will be different this year.
You plan on winning?
Exactly. Let's just say a big burden is off my shoulders.
Are you talking about Ace Swift? Him not being there will take some of the pressure off the racers.
Ace?
You know, the undefeated Pegasus that was going to be representing Canterlot.
I know who he is.
Then you probably know what happened to him.
Yes, I do. He's dead as a doorknob, and to be perfectly honest, that jerk got what was coming to him. I hope it was painful.
What? How could you say something like that? An innocent pony was killed!
Innocent? He was... No! You're right, Twilight Sparkle. I shouldn't say things like that. It's very unbecoming of me.
Cruise Control, do you have something against Ace Swift?
No! Of course not! I respect my fellow racers!
What the heck are those?
What or what?
Those chains and locks!
What are you talking about, Twilight?
I'm afraid I don't know what locks and chains you're talking about either. Don't worry, I don't think you're crazy or anything. No! You do think she's crazy! Don't lie!
This Harlequin is calling me crazy? You're telling me you two can't see them?
Are you feeling all right?
Why don't they see them? Wait, I know this. This feels like...
Huh?
What the?
Something tells me that wasn't just a good luck charm. But what does this mean?
I'm sorry, Twilight Sparkle, but I was on my way to register for the big race. It's in 2 days, you know. It was nice meeting you.
Yes, it was nice meeting you too.
Bye-bye, mister.
No! What if you're late and they disqualify you for being tardy? This is why you should have woken up earlier today.
There he goes. He's still talking to himself.
What was that lock business about? Why do I feel the need to break them? Question is, how do I break them? Do I need a key or something? What made them appear like that?
Twa?
Oh, sorry, I kinda zoned out there, didn't I? Okay, before we go to Fluttershy's cottage, I want to check something, Apple Bloom.
The park?
No, I just want to see something. He has to know about it.
Okay, lead the way, Twilight. Why'd you want to come back here, Twilight?
He's not here. Where did he go? I just wanted to check something. It's not here, though. Let's get going to Fluttershy's house.
Alrighty.
Oh, Miss Sparkle!
Huh? It's the judge I summoned. Hello, how are you? I mean, how doth thy bringer of unbiased justice and truth fare under these weary summer skies?
What?
What I mean is, how are you enjoying Ponyville so far? Your Honor?
Oh, no need to call me that. I'm off duty.
So, What's your name, anyway? You never told me.
Just call me Judge.
Really? I wouldn't like it if ponies just called me Unicorn.
I don't mind. One short name. Like that pop singer, you know? Living Material World.
Living in a material world?
To answer your question, Miss Sparkle, I've been having a marvelous time. To tell the truth, I was itching from my seat waiting for the trial to be over, just so I could explore more of what this world has to offer.
So you really don't mind being pulled into Equestria like this?
Well, that cram session I was put through was a tiring task, and I'm working on no sleep, but taking in the imagery and meeting the nice inhabitants of this world is well worth it.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, but why did you come back to the courthouse?
I wanted to speak to Mr. Wright. You see, I wanted him to accompany me while I hit up some tourist spots. I suppose he's busy investigating, though. I saw him speaking with another pony that had hair as gravity-defying as his after the trial ended. I came back hoping he would still be around. You haven't seen him, have you?
No. I'm actually going to be taking over as the defense when the trial continues tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm helping her investigate.
Oh, it's a cute little witness from earlier. Hello, little one. Do you want to play with my gavel?
Would I? Cutie Mark Crusader Chief Justice!
Ah! Don't bang that thing near me!
So you're taking over the defense? Mr. Wright was never one to give up, but I suppose it's none of my business.
May I ask why you were being so hard on us today?
What do you mean?
Well, it just seemed like you were out to get us. You sided with Trixie most of the time. You also threatened holding me in contempt of court.
You see, Miss Sparkle, it's my job. In fact, I didn't care much for that prosecutor's attitude right from the start. But her logic and the evidence she supplied was much more decisive than yours. Don't take it too personally.
I see.
May I ask you something, Miss Sparkle?
Yes?
I noticed all your criminal justice laws are really similar to ours. Is there any reason for that?
It may be because they were adapted from the humans who live in another country across the sea. Must be a coincidence. I hear the humans there are a lot different from you, just like how the ponies over there are different from the ones here in Equestria.
Different ponies? How so?
They're just really different. So, what are you going to do now?
I don't really know. Do you know any good tourist attractions, Miss Sparkle?
None at the top of my head.
I just got back from the Equestrian 500 starting. I see they're still setting it up. I even got this program.
Program? Can I see it for a second?
Sure.
It really ripped me up seeing that written next to Rainbow Dash's name. Huh? Why is Ace still on the roster?
Well, that's because his death is being kept hush-hush.
Every pony knows about the murder, but they didn't know who the victim was. In fact, I didn't even know who it was until the night before the trial.
Yes, every member of the jury has been sworn to not speak of the events that has transpired in the courtroom today. I ask that you keep discreet about the identity of the victim as well.
All right. I accidentally told Cruise Control about it.
The reason being is that we don't want to worry the other racers. It may give them the idea if they become too good, the murderer will go after them next.
I see. But when I think back to it, Cruise Control already knew. How did he know that Ace Swift was dead? I didn't see him in the courtroom today.
This program is going to be updated daily until the race.
Judge, what's with this empty slot here? Number 3?
Oh, there is a strange story about that. One of the racers signed up, then dropped out.
Dropped out?
He's from another city, Manhattan, I believe. Why would he fly all the way out here to register and then drop out?
Manhattan?
Yep, that's right. I just came in today from Manhattan.
Wait, is this racer's name Cruise Control?
Yes, I think that's it.
But he told me that he just got in today and he was going to register for the race.
That can't be the case. He's been in Ponyville for 2 days now, according to this program. Strange that he would register, drop out, and then go register again. Maybe he's just really indecisive on whether he wants to compete or not. It's just like me. I can't decide whether I want diet cola or normal cola sometimes.
Yeah. May I keep this program, Judge?
Absolutely, Miss Sparkle. It's the least I could do for bringing me to this magnificent world.
This might help a lot. Thank you very much.
It was no... Oh,
What's the matter?
it's that pony over there.
Him? What about him?
He's been eyeballing me since the trial started. He's making me kind of nervous.
Why don't we just ask him why he's doing that?
And that's the thing. I feel as though I'll create some sort of paradox if I do.
He's supposed to be the best human judge?
Maybe he's just admiring my beard.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I'd better be going now. Oh, may I have my gavel back, dear?
Sure thing.
Goodbye, Judge. Still awkward calling him that in casual conversation.
I'll see you in court tomorrow. Good luck on your investigation.
I'm starting to become suspicious about this cruise control character. I need to find him and speak with him about this.
Are we going to the forest now, Twilight?
You're really anxious to go there, aren't you?
The sooner the better. I should get my cutie mark as soon as I show you the thing that fell from the sky.
All right, let's go then.
Look at all the police, Twi.
They must be trying to find a matchup with that feather.
That reminds me.
Yes? What is it, Apple Bloom?
What happened to that nice lawyer guy you were with during that trial?
Apple Bloom.
Yeah?
Don't talk about him, please.
But why?
I just don't want to talk about him, so drop it.
Okay.
Let's just get what we came here for. Nice lawyer guy. That's a laugh.
You said there's a letter or something in Fluttershy's house, right? Let's go get it.
Stop right there. No civilians on the... Ooh, why look who it is.
And just when I thought this day couldn't get any worse.
It's Twilight Snarkle.
Seriously? Twilight Snarkle? Really? That's the best one you could come up with? I'm not here to argue with you, Trixie.
Trixie sees you're taking up babysitting. Trixie doesn't really blame you. Today's defeat being so humiliating and all.
Hey, I'm not a baby.
And you. Don't think Trixie forgot what you said in court today. You tell Apple's smack talker if she wants to say something, she should say it to Trixie's face instead of forwarding insults through a rugrat.
Deep breaths, Twilight. Deep breaths. You didn't defeat anything, Trixie. The trial was postponed until tomorrow.
The great and powerful Trixie begs to differ. Once we find out where this feather came from, one of your friends will be getting a swift, guilty verdict. Give Trixie's regards to that doofus lawyer of yours. Where is he, anyway?
Shut up! I can't let her get under my skin like this.
Trixie struck a bad chord, didn't she?
Forget him. I'm going to be your opponent tomorrow, Trixie. We'll see who wins.
Huh. Trixie understands why you ditched that worthless human, but unfortunately, you're still going to lose, whether the feather matches any of these animals or not. The magnificent prosecutor Trixie will see to it one of your snot-nosed friends will get an all-expense-paid one-way ticket to the sun.
What does she mean, Twi?
If the feather matches one of Fluttershy's animals, she will be seen as just as guilty as Rainbow Dash.
What if it doesn't match any of these animals?
Then we will be left where we were before Fluttershy was accused. The judge about to hand down Rainbow Dash's verdict.
In other words, win-win for Trixie. Trixie doesn't mean to toot her own horn, but... toot toot. Trixie really puts the pro in prosecutor.
You really have the audacity to call yourself a pro trotting around in that tacky wizard outfit?
That isn't fair!
Life isn't fair, little girl, especially when purple pests come along. Trixie's horoscope did say purple would be her unlucky color.
You do know that you're wearing purple, right?
What Trixie meant was the horoscope said your particular shade of hideous purple would be unlucky.
So, how and when did you become a prosecutor, anyway?
That really isn't any of your business, dorky bangs. Trixie merely saw an opportunity and seized it. Carpe diem.
It's carpe diem, genius. And no pony disses the bangs.
This investigation won't be much longer anyway. We'll get confirmation on exactly what this feather came from soon.
How?
I guess it doesn't really matter if the great and powerful Trixie shares this with you. Since this little town is out in the boonies and has no proper science division, we can't get the feather thoroughly analyzed.
The boonies? You...
Some of the most highly educated and prestigious zoologists are coming in from Canterlot to examine it for us. We'll know everything there is to know about this feather. Then you can say goodbye to one of your criminal friends. Oh, parting is such sweet sorrow.
I have a question, Trixie.
What is it? You want to know why Trixie is 10 times smarter, beautiful, and all around better than you?
Why do you have such a grudge against me? And don't tell me it's that whole Ursa Minor thing. I know it's not that.
What are you talking about? Of course it's that. You ruined my career, Twilight Snarkle. Do you know how many heckles I get now? Or how many tomatoes I get lobbed at me when I show my face on stage because of you?
See, I can tell that's not it, because you're speaking normally.
What?
I noticed it several times in court today.
Witness, this is the first time I'm hearing about this. Why did you not say anything to me regarding this earlier? If you enjoy hearing pointless information, be my guest. It was probably just a tree or a rock. I think the defense is just hopelessly grasping at straws.
When you get emotional, unsure, or nervous, for instance, you say, I, me, and mine, instead of Trixie. You could say it's a nervous habit, akin to how some avoid eye contact or blink frequently when lying.
What are you talking about? I'm not lying. You
said I'm instead of Trixie again.
Shut your mouth!
So answer me, Trixie. Why are you doing this?
I told you! It's about that stupid, overgrown, flea-ridden bear!
This again. Wait a minute. No, this is different. These locks, they feel different from the ones Cruise Control had. Filled with anger, despise, despair, and sadness. So much sadness. Why am I tearing up? I'm sad, but I don't know why. These black locks are depressing me. It's overwhelming.
Got something in your eye, Crylight? Or did Twixie hurt your widow fee wings?
I don't want to break these locks. I wanted to break the ones around Cruz, but I'm afraid what will happen when I break these ones. If these locks guard something in a pony's heart, if that were true, that means Trixie... I know she doesn't like me after what happened last time she was here, but these emotions I feel right now, there's no way it's just because of that. It's something else. But that was the first time I met Trixie in my life. What else could I have done to her to bear these awful feelings?
You're creeping me out. Say something.
Sorry, Trixie. Forget it. You're obviously not going to tell me anything.
For once, you're right. Trixie need not share her vast, endless wisdom with the enemy. Anyway, it's been fun chatting with you over the demise you'll face at Trixie's hoof tomorrow, but Trixie must offer her cunning intellect to the investigation team.
I wish you luck with that, but just warning you, I'm not going to let my friends down. I believe neither of them did it, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this and solve this whole thing myself.
Prepare to be disappointed then, Twilight Snarkle.
Whatever you say. Now, I have some things to do here.
Don't think so.
What?
The great and powerful Trixie is the head of the investigation team, and Trixie doesn't want any civilians on the premises.
But I'm the defense attorney. I have the right to investigate.
Let's see the badge, then.
I don't have one yet.
Oh, too bad. I guess you don't get to investigate. Go play lawyer somewhere else.
No! I need to get that letter! Please, Trixie. I need to feed the animals inside. Fluttershy asked me to.
We already took care of that. All the animals have been properly fed. Trixie isn't going to repeat herself. Scram!
I'll just sneak in quickly while she isn't looking.
And don't even think about trying to sneak inside either. Not unless you want to join your friends behind bars. On second thought, yes, Twilight Snargle, try sneaking in. Ciao. See you in court tomorrow. The merciful Trixie will try to make it as quick and painless as possible.
I couldn't get it.
What's the matter, Twi?
Forget it, Apple Bloom.
Huh?
I'm not cut out for this stuff. I was in over my head. That letter could have given us an edge, and I failed to get it.
You mean this?
Huh? What's that?
It's that letter you were talking about.
What? How did you get it?
I went in Fluttershy's house and I got it while you were talking with Trixie.
I don't believe it. Apple Bloom, thank you so much.
See, I told you I could help.
I'm sorry for doubting you.
It's no problem. Anything there yet?
What?
On my flank! Did I get a cutie mark for doing that?
No.
Aww.
You're still obsessing over that, I see. Can I see that letter, Apple Bloom? Can't live with the guilt any longer. I can't keep helping you ruin others' hopes and dreams. It saddens me beyond belief we must part ways, but I must say farewell. Goodbye, Ace. May our paths cross in the future.
What does all that mean?
I'm not sure, but this is written out to the victim. Sure doesn't look like Rainbow Dash's writing.
How do you know it's not her writing?
Rainbow Dash's writing is, well, messy. This is written very neatly and formally. 2 adverbs that describe anything but Rainbow Dash. I know we were going to go to the Everfree Forest, but I want to lay low for a while.
So we're going back into Ponyville?
Correct. Trixie doesn't know about this letter, so let's hurry and vacate the premises. We could get in trouble if she finds out we took this.
All right, Twi, let's go to the park now. It's a shortcut anyway.
Apple Bloom, we don't have time. She did get the letter for me. Okay, let's go to the park. You want me to do something for you there?
Yeah, you're the only one who can help me.
All right then, but it has to be fast.
Thank you, Twilight.
I thought the letter would have been a bit more decisive. Beggars can't be choosers, I guess. I can't make heads or tails of what it means.
It's over here on this bridge.
Uh-huh. Oh, right. You wanted me to do something for you here.
Look down there in the lake.
I don't see anything.
Really squint your eyes. It's down there pretty deep.
I see something.
Yeah, Sweetie Belle and me saw it yesterday when we were walking home from school.
So, what exactly do you want me to do here?
What do you think? Pull it out with that magic of yours.
Why do you want it?
Well... Hey, Sweetie Belle, let's make a bet.
Huh?
What do you say we try to pull that thing out of the water?
Oh, that sounds fun. But how are we gonna get it? Look how far it is down there.
We can make some fishing rods. All you need is a stick and rope, right?
And maybe a banana as bait.
But let's make it more interesting. And the one who snags it first gets a bowl of ice cream from the loser.
Okay, you're on, Apple Bloom. That ice cream is as good as mine.
We just couldn't get it with those fishing rods we made. So that's why you're going to be my secret weapon, Twi.
That's it? Let me get this straight. You brought me here to pull that thing out of the water just so you can extort a bowl of ice cream out of Sweetie Belle?
Yep.
You can't do that, Apple Bloom. That's cheating.
Come on, I'm grounded. I'm not going to be getting any ice cream for weeks.
I'll take it out so you can see what it is, but I'm not giving it to you so you can unfairly get a bowl of ice cream from Sweetie Belle.
Aww.
It's down there pretty deep, and my magic is pretty exhausted from using 2 summoning spells in the last 24 hours, but I think I can haul it up. Just have to focus. A bit to the left, a bit to the right. Got it!
Oh, it's,
A stick of some kind.
Look on the end of it. There's a P.
You're right. Whatever this thing was, some pony really did a number on it. It looks all burnt. Wait a minute. The grass is odd, too. It's all black.
You're right. It's all charred and burnt like there was a small fire around the body.
This thing have...
What's the matter?
I think I'm actually going to keep it.
Hey, you just want to keep it so you can get free ice cream out of Sweetie Belle.
No, I don't. It could be evidence for my investigation.
You completely ripped off my idea. I hope you choke on that ice cream.
How could any pony possibly choke on ice cream?
Twi?
Yes, Apple Bloom?
Some pony's coming this way really fast.
Huh? Who's that? Wait, isn't that...
Special delivery!
For me? I can't tell if she's looking at me or Apple Bloom.
Uh-huh, for you!
Hey, wait a minute. You're that mail carrier who dropped all that stuff on me. That hospital bill wasn't cheap, you know.
I think I know who you are. You're, Ditsy-Doo, right?
Nope, my name is Derpy. Derpy Hooves. Try not to forget it. A lot of ponies do.
I've seen you a lot in various places. I think I even saw you at the trial today, but we were never formally introduced.
Yeah, I see you all the time, but I never actually met you.
Well, you know, the life of a mail carrier. I get around a lot.
But I've only seen you delivering once, Derpy Hooves, and that was when you sent a bunch of junk plummeting on top of me.
Every pony makes mistakes. And please, get my name right. It's Ditsy-Doo.
But you just said...
I have a special delivery for you in any case. Here you go!
A muffin?
Yep. Can you please sign for it here, here, and here?
Who sent me a muffin?
I don't know. Check the return address. That's what it's for.
There is no return address. There's not even a normal address. And it's not packaged. How did you even know it was for me?
Please don't complain. I'm just but a lowly mail carrier. You can take it up with the post office if you have an issue. On second thought, don't. There's a lot of chaos ensuing there since the other night. The last thing they need is another problem on top of the others.
There's a problem at the post office?
This may be another lead. Can you tell us what's going on, Ditsy-Doo?
Why do ponies have such a hard time remembering my name?
Uh-huh.
Please try to remember it this time. It's Derpy Hooves, with a D. You're starting to hurt my feelings, Twilight. So, you want to know what's going on at the post office?
Yes, if it's not a problem.
It is a problem. It's top secret. I'm not supposed to tell any pony.
This is getting us nowhere.
But you two helped me out so much, I think I can tell you.
How did we help her? This pony's so daft. If you wouldn't mind, Derpy.
Ditsy. Well, let me start off by telling you the code of the mail carrier. It's a poem we are forced to memorize and recite proudly at the beginning of each new day.
What's this have to do with...
No letter shall go undelivered, rain or shine. No canine shall prevent us from reaching the mailbox. All packages must reach their destination.
That was wonderful!
Thank you! Thank you!
Please, that was the corniest thing I've ever heard. So, what's this have to do with the chaos ensuing at the post office?
Post office?
Yes! You said you were going to tell us what was going on at the post office.
Oh, right. You see, it does have to do with the code.
That nice poem you told us?
That wasn't a poem, it didn't even rhyme.
Yes, the letter part of it. All packages must reach their destination.
Something didn't reach its destination?
Indeed. We've had incidents in the past where packages have been delivered to the wrong ponies.
Gee, I wonder who's responsible for that.
Not a clue. We usually get those problems sorted out fast, though. But this was a shipment being imported to Ponyville overseas.
What was the shipment?
I can't tell you that. Top secret. A local pony wanted to import it here, and boy, was she mad when she didn't get it today.
What do you mean? Who was this pony?
It's
top secret, we know.
See? You're learning. I can tell you, though. I heard she was down at the post office yelling and screaming up a storm about it. She was causing quite the scene today.
So, this was all happening during the trial, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't witness it because I was at the trial myself, but my fellow mail carriers told me all about it. In the end, she didn't get her package and she was furious. I heard my boss was cursing about the Griffin Express not delivering the package to us.
Griffin Express?
That's the company that ships overseas and stuff. You know, from the Griffin Kingdom, that place far up north of Ponyville.
I know where it is. What I mean is, why didn't the Griffin Express deliver this package?
The hey should I know? I told you I'm but a lowly mail carrier. I only deliver stuff around Ponyville.
And despite the small population, you still managed to mess it up.
All I know is the Griffin Express didn't show up when they were supposed to.
When was it they were supposed to deliver the package?
Let me take a gander at my handy-dandy schedule. 2 days ago, it was supposed to reach Ponyville mail sorting at 10 p.m. sharp, then delivered at 9:30 a.m. today.
The time it was supposed to be in Ponyville. That's near the time of the murder.
Hey, you're right.
Ditsy-Doo, can I borrow that schedule? Maybe I can use it in court tomorrow when defending Rainbow Dash.
Say it with me. Hooves. It's not that hard to remember. It's only 3 syllables, 11 letters, 2 words. I do my best to remember all the names of the ponies in Ponyville. You should do the same, Twilight Sparkle.
What is this flunky Pegasus's problem? Hey, I know. So, is your name Derpy Hooves or Ditsy Doo? Ha! I got her! She can't answer it!
Now you really hurt my feelings. Why are you calling me harsh names like that? My name is Bright Eyes. You're just like every other pony, making fun of my eyes. I can't help it if I was born with them.
Twilight, how could you say such a thing?
But what? I'm not making fun of her. She just keeps changing her name on a whim.
I would love to give you my schedule as evidence, though.
Huh?
Court dramas. I adore them. The suspense, the tension. The judge is about to lay down the guilty verdict. Then out of nowhere, when all hope seems lost, the purple-horned attorney uses Bright Eyes' valuable turnabout schedule. The courtroom gasps in disbelief. My gosh, Bright Eyes is amazing, chirps one pony. She can deliver the mail any day, a hunky stallion says while holding a rose in his mouth. The unbelievable becomes believable. Lies become truth. Truth becomes lies.
Way to ham it up.
Besides, I have an extra one anyway.
Thank you, Miss Mail Mare.
Aw, no problem, little filly.
I see Apple Bloom caught on.
Here, I have a surprise for you.
I like surprises.
Here you are, a nice scrumptious muffin.
But this is...
No need to thank me. Enjoy.
But Bright Eyes, that's not a...
Okay, that's it. You obviously aren't too bright if you can't remember my name. I gotta go now. You're holding up Ponyville's mail.
But...
No buts. I don't feel like speaking with you anymore. You can't even remember my name after I told you it like 1,000,000 times. Good and bye.
Ponies in this town really are crazy. So what did she give you, Apple Bloom?
It's for some pony named Lenora.
Lenora? I don't know any pony who goes by that name, but it sounds somehow familiar. I guess this muffin belongs to you. Let's trade. It says this Lenora is at the town hall. Wait a minute. This has the Canterlot Royal seal on it. Did the princess send this?
Well, if we know where she is, why don't we go deliver it to her then?
Apple Bloom, I really don't think we have time to do that. We need to get to the forest, and we can't keep getting sidetracked like this.
But what if it's important?
Well, I guess it does have the royal seal on it. Okay, fine.
Cutie Mark Crusader letter deliverer!
I thought it was a private investigator. Town hall is just over there, so let's go there and quickly drop it off to this Lenora.
Okay.
I haven't been inside here since Nightmare Moon attacked. I wonder why we don't hold more events in this place.
Hello, Lenora. We have a letter for you.
Apple Bloom, this is Town Hall. You're supposed to be quiet.
Oh, sorry.
We should probably go ask the mayor where this Lenora is.
Hey, Twa, look, a ladder.
That's a stepladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions. What if we miss a big clue because we're too absorbed in small details like that?
Where did you learn all those big words? I'm less concerned with what it's called and more concerned with why it's just sitting in the middle of the room like that.
Wrestlers use ladders like that one all the time.
Don't tell me you actually watch that garbage, Apple Bloom. It's all staged and fake.
Hey, don't call wrestling garbage. So what if it's fake? Most of those books you read are fake.
There's a big difference between fiction and watching two ponies barbarically beat each other senseless with a stepladder.
Finally! I've been waiting here forever.
Oh my gosh, a griffin!
So where's the princess at? Are you two her messengers or something?
First a human and now Griffin? I'm seeing a lot of new creatures I ain't never seen before today.
You okay?
I'm just a little bit shocked. Griffins come in and out of Ponyville shipping stuff sometimes, but I've never had the experience of speaking to one. Well, except that one time.
You mean the Griffin Express? Funny you should mention that. I work for them.
You work for the Griffin Express?
Yep, but I'm on sort of a vacation right now. My name is Lenora.
I'm Twilight Sparkle, and this is Apple Bloom.
Very pleased to meet you, Twilight Sparkler and Apple Bloom.
It's, Twilight Sparkle. Hey! I knew I'd seen that name before. You're on this program for the Equestrian 500.
You didn't think it would be all ponies flying in that race, did you?
Actually, I did. I don't usually pay attention to the race.
You and your little pony pals may be faster and nimble, but us griffins have much stronger wings and a lot more stamina. It's why we're the only ones who can ship items overseas.
I never said I was faster. I don't even really care either. Did you notice the horn protruding from my forehead or my lack of wings?
Well, you should. It's a gathering of Equestria's best aerial athletes. Show a little patriotism, Twilight Sparkler.
I'm too busy to be concerned about the race anyway. I'm a lawyer.
You're a lawyer?
Yeah. What's the matter?
Oh, sorry. I just had this strange feeling you were going to obnoxiously flash something in my face to prove it.
I was going to do that, but I remembered I don't have a badge yet.
So if you're a lawyer, I'm betting you're defending that newbie racer who killed a pony the other day?
She happens to be my friend, and she didn't do it.
Jeez, chill. I'm only going off what I heard.
Sorry. The reason we wanted to speak to you was about this.
Yeah, we got a letter for you.
The local mail carrier accidentally gave us a letter posted to you.
Tisk tisk. The GE would never make a mistake like that. We're proud and reliable. We even have a poem we recite at the beginning of each day. Please allow me.
No, not another half-baked mail carrier poem.
Carrying your mail suspended upon reliable wings, jumping into action whenever duty sings. The Griffin Express will greet you with a smile when your doorbell rings.
That was better than the last one. I think I need to make a poem for the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
It was still pretty bad, but at least this one actually rhymed. Here's your letter, Lenora.
Thank you. Let's see here. Sorry, but the princess is in another castle. Huh?
Wait, the princess? As in Princess Celestia?
Oh well.
Huh?
Oh, you see the Griffins back at the kingdom don't want the racetrack going through our territory. I personally don't mind because I'm flying in the race anyway.
But what's this have to do with Princess Celestia?
I was to meet with her to negotiate a compromise, so I've been here in Ponyville for the past 3 days. Your princess was kind enough to let me stay in the town hall.
So, technically that would make you some sort of ambassador.
I guess. The Griffin Kingdom may be a part of Equestria, but it runs under a completely different government.
So what does the letter say?
Apparently the princess is in Germany in some other political meeting. She completely rerouted the race. It goes around the border of the Griffin Kingdom, so I guess I'm a free bird now.
I take it you're going to practice for the race now?
Probably. I've been flying in it for 4 years now, you know.
Are you any good?
Of course! I got 2nd place last year.
Not bad. I'm guessing Ace Swift came in first? Is it me, or do not many ponies or griffins like him?
Can we not talk about him, please?
It's okay. We don't have to talk about him if you don't want to. Maybe I could get information about him from her. What about this other pony in the race? Cruise Control?
Cruise Control? I'll gladly talk about him.
Great! What do you know?
I know a lot about the other racers. I've competed against just about all of them before. But Cruise Control, he has a pretty depressing story.
I don't think depressing is the right word. I think off his rocker is what you're looking for.
Oh, that. That's all just a facade. I suppose he thought if he was to become a loser, he'd act like one.
That whole awkward personality is just an act?
He's actually good. Really good. He does exceptionally well in the local races near his hometown.
Then why does he do so bad in the Equestrian 500? He says he comes in dead last every time.
He's been acting like that ever since that accident his sister had.
His sister?
Yeah, he has a little sister. A bit older than that filly with you.
What happened to her?
She was flying at a dangerously high altitude near Cloudsdale. But she was too young and her wings weren't strong enough, so... well, she fell.
Is she all right?
It was a terrible accident. She's in a deep coma in the extensive care unit. No one knows when she'll wake up.
That's awful.
Cruz took her to a hospital in Canterlot. I've heard it's the best one there is.
Wait a minute. I used to live in Canterlot, and you're right, it is the best hospital, but it's only open to nobles and Canterlot citizens, and he said he was from Manhattan. How did he get her in there?
I have a good idea how he pulled that off. That hospital's medical practice is among the best in Equestria, and if she's transferred to a lower-class facility, you probably know what'll happen. Him and I used to be good friends, but he's grown quite distant since the accident.
Lenora, he knows something I have to get out of him. My friend's life may depend on what he knows. Do you know how I can get him to talk to me?
Like I said, he's become pretty distant from me. I wish I could help you, Twilight Sparkler.
Sparkle.
I don't know how much help it'll be, but here's a picture of him and his sister that he gave to me.
You think this will get him to talk to me?
I really don't know, but it's worth a shot, right?
I guess so.
I hope you manage to help your friend.
Thank you.
I'm going to go mingle around the starting line. Tell me how your conversation with Cruz goes if you can.
Will do. Goodbye. She was a little shady on a bit of those details, but I'm beginning to understand what's going on here. What's wrong, Apple Bloom?
Oh, it's just I couldn't imagine Applejack was in the hospital like Mr. Cruz's sister.
I know. It makes you appreciate the things you have now. You never realize how important some pony is to you until they're gone. Hey, let's try to cheer up. You're not going to get your private investigator cutie mark sitting around feeling sad.
You're right, Twi.
All right. No more delays. Let's go to the forest. Really, this time.
All right. I think it was over here. No, wait, over here.
She's been dragging me around this forest for 25 minutes.
Ah, it was right here. I remember.
This is where you saw that thing fall from the sky?
Yeah, it was somewhere around here.
I hope this is worth it.
All right, I think it fell around this here bush.
Apple Bloom, don't go off by yourself. Apple Bloom? Oh, great. Apple Bloom!
Here it is.
Ugh, don't scare me like that.
Sorry.
I'm never having children.
Here's that thing I saw fall down from the sky.
It seems like some sort of bag.
Let's open it.
Apple Bloom, we can't just go through some pony's belongings like...
Ooh, looky, it's a bottle.
I tried. A bottle of what?
I don't know. There isn't any label.
Give it here, Apple Bloom. That's strange. She's right. There isn't any label on this. It looks like there's some sort of liquid inside.
Do you know what it is, Twi?
No, I don't. Let's give it a whiff. Maybe I can identify it by the smell. My nostrils! It smells like concentrated used kitty litter.
It smells that bad?
It smells worse. What a waste of time. Here I thought this would have been case-breaking evidence, and I just ended up losing my sense of smell.
Aww.
What's the matter?
I didn't get a cutie mark for being a private investigator.
Yeah, that's too bad.
I wonder what an investigator cutie mark would look like anyway.
I don't know. Maybe a magnifying glass.
That reminds me of something, Twilight. Do you remember what happened the last time we went to the Everfree Forest together?
Apple Bloom, that was just your imagination.
But I was there, and those ponies tried to...
I refuse to believe in such things. The next day I went and checked the area you were in myself. Nothing but trees as far as the eye can see. Just remember to stick by me no matter what this time. No wandering off by yourself, okay?
Okay.
Hey, cheer up. Even if it was just your imagination, that's a good thing. Maybe you can write a story about it.
Really?
A lot of writers base stories off personal experience. I'm sure you can write a good story about yours.
Thanks, Twi. I think I'll do that.
Well, this journey proved to be fairly fruitless.
I'm sorry, Twilight. I thought it'd be something important.
It's all right, Apple Bloom. We found a plethora of other things that may be useful tomorrow.
What do you want to do now?
I want to go speak with Cruise Control again. He knows something about Ace.
Didn't he say he was going to register for the race?
You're right. We should start by going to where the starting line for the Equestria 500 will be. The sooner we get out of this forest, the better.
Hey, who's that?
Some ponies by the entrance. You're finally back! I thought you'd never come back and you'd be stuck in there forever or something, or go through the forest like, woo! Pinky? Guess I gotta keep waiting. What are you doing by the Everfree Forest, Pinky?
Just waiting for my friend.
Your friend?
Hey, that's it!
Huh?
You found my thing, Twilight!
Pinky, could you start making some sense, please? On the other hoof, look who you're asking, Twilight.
My golf club! I've been looking for it for days!
You're saying this miserable-looking stick is a golf club?
Twilight, let me introduce you to my very first invention, the Pinky Iron Mark V!
If it's it's your first invention, what happened to Mark 1 through 4?
Yep. Fine piece of work if I do say so myself.
It's all burnt and the end is broken off. If it's really a golf club.
You're right! Some pony broke it! Hey! Did you break my golf club, Twilight?
No! I found it in the lake at the park. I don't even play golf.
That's weird, because I lost the pinky iron in the forest a week ago. I wonder how it got in the lake.
What?
7 days ago, I was golfing in the forest when I lost grip of the handle while I was giving her a swing, and it went flying, whoosh, just like a bird.
Why would you go golfing in the forest? With all those trees around, wouldn't it be a little counterproductive?
I wanted a challenge.
So you lost his golf club a week ago. That's really strange. How did it get in the lake, and why is it so busted up?
Why would any pony break my poor little golf club? I didn't do anything to any pony.
This is awfully suspicious. Pinky, since it's broken, may I keep it?
I guess so. I'm already making mental blueprints for the Pinky Iron Mark 7.
Whatever goes on in that head of hers, keep me out of it. So, how long have you been waiting for your friend? It's not very smart going in the Everfree Forest alone. Trust me, I ended up turning into a life-size lawn ornament the last time I went in there by myself.
He said he wanted to meet some pony in there.
Who's this friend you're waiting for anyway?
He's...
Ah! Watch where you're going!
I'm sorry!
Cruise control? Was this who Pinkie Pie was waiting for?
Hi again, Twilight Sparkle. Why did you smash into her, you idiot? She's right. Watch where you're going.
You dropped all your things. I'll help you pick them up.
Thank you. No! You should be a responsible adult and take responsibility for your actions! Not force a little filly to pick up your things!
I really don't want to deal with this again. But I guess now is a better time than any if I want answers. I'll help too. Besides, I wanted to talk to you about a few things, Cruz.
I can't. I'm in a big hurry.
What were you doing in the Everfree Forest anyway?
Wow! That stuff you've got looks a lot like the stuff I found with Feeny today. Like there's the ripped up paper, the pictures of the unicorn book, oh, and the list with Rainbow Dash on it.
Feeny?
I felt like taking a stroll. Wings tire out easy, you know? Can you please give me my stuff back? Please?
What's the matter, Twi?
Pinky, is your friend's name Phoenix?
Yep. I just call him Feeny, though. Wow, Twilight, how did you know? You must be psychic like that pony Feeny and I met earlier.
Cruz, if you have all his stuff, that means...
Please! I had to!
What did you do to him?
Please, Twilight, just give that stuff back to me!
Apple Bloom, go to Fluttershy's cottage and get one of the police there.
No! Please!
Alright.
Don't even think about running away. There are 2 of us and only 1 of you.
Oh, and look, there's Rarity's paper thing. You really do have a lot of similar things.
Pinky, for goodness sake.
Oh, yeah, right. Don't even think about moving.